All right, guys. So the SPY is up to 391s. It looks good. Gapping up again today after more bullish, a bullish close to yesterday. It was kind of choppy at the open yesterday morning, but we kind of closed strong. Tesla is at 119.30s. 119.30s. We got Bed Bath and Beyond at 260s. So Bed Bath and Beyond is gapping up today. We'll have to see what the news is on that. Tesla gapping up to 119.30. So the market's rebounded some. It's all going to depend on what the CPI report shows tomorrow. Like that's really the biggest thing here for sure is the CPI tomorrow. We will stream it just like we streamed the Jerome Powell press conference yesterday. We will be streaming it. Hey, what's up, David? Town hall for Bed Bath. When? Yeah, we're gapping up to 264s right now. I'm looking up the news. Yeah, Tesla's up to 119. Tesla pulling back a little bit. SPY kind of following it down. So we're gapping up a little bit, but we're not super strong. Again, what we're doing right now is we had choppiness most of the day, at least half of the day. And then the second half of the day yesterday, we actually started holding an upward trend and moving up a little bit. But the gap up today is not super profound. And we'll see if clear some of this old chop out on the daily chart. We were in really choppy action. Like a lot of people lost money in this point, and it kind of shows during holiday trading. You got to slow down. A lot of the time, there's just no edge. But once we start to break out of trends and start to move, then trading becomes a lot easier. I think we've had like 4 or 5 or 6 red or green days. I'm sorry, in a row now. So. All right, let's do our poll like we always do. It's got to be related to CPI, I'm assuming, today, right? It's got to be. All right, guys. So let's make sure the monetization is on. There we go. Let's do a poll. What's up, Beach? Hey, good morning, man. It's the discount right now on using my link is, I believe, 20%. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me check. Yes, 20%. Same as anybody else. It's gonna be the highest discount available right now. There's no other discount. There's no other like sales going on right now that other people have that I don't have. You know. Hey, what's up, Ham? Today looks flat. Yeah, we're gapping up a little bit. We're slightly green, but it's not, like I said, it's not a super profound gap up today. It's not the most amazing gap up possible. Hey, what's up, Don Fron? I feel like I've seen your show before, bro, like a long time ago, man. So what's up, man? I feel like I have. There's a lot of people like us, but like I feel like I've seen yours before. Tesla at 119.18s. You've been around for a while, right? I feel like I've seen it. What's up, Joe? How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, Show? Yeah, no worries, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Like I said, we try, bro. We try, man. Yesterday we had some chaos here, dude. During the Jerome Powell press conference, we had like 7,000 people here or something crazy, and it got chaotic, dude. Whenever we have that many people here, it's just hard to manage. There's so many trolls in chat, like it's toxic. It's just hard to manage, but it's fun, man. Listen, we got like 40, we got like 40,000 views on the stream yesterday, so it was fun, but it was chaotic, man. Ask Jack for his picks. Hey, Jack's sleeping right now, man. Jack woke up earlier than I did. I'm looking to buy 392 on SPY at open. You think that's risky? Are you talking about options, Henry? So that would be how much? $3.92 call options. Yeah, I don't know. It depends. Yeah, bro. The trolls are out there. Like, I was just kind of like baby day trading, and it's like, look, here's my graph from yesterday. Like, this is my actual trading from yesterday. It wasn't like an amazing day or anything, but we didn't end red, you know? So, like, we made like $80 yesterday, but it's like they were like, oh, this dude doesn't know how to trade. This dude's gambling. And it's like, dude, I don't even claim to be an expert. Like, I don't even act like I'm a good trader here. You know, that's the point. It's like, here's my graph, though. My graph is nice. My platform was acting kind of weird yesterday, though. 392 calls on SPY at open. What's the time frame? And number one, I'm going to preface anything I'm about to say with I have no idea what the SPY will do. No idea. Nobody does. Anything I say will be a pure guess. I mean, I'll use probabilities and stuff when I use it, but anything I'm going to say regarding the market today as a whole is just a guess. Nobody knows for sure. Not an investment professional, not liable if you lose. Always make your own assessment. Don't copy me. Don't sue me. You know, that's all I'm going to say. But I like 392 call options. It just depends on, I don't know. Here's the argument though. Like, okay, the last 20 days, or really not the last 20, the last like 10 days, we could argue for some upward extension now on a short-term basis in the market. Now, it doesn't mean that we have that. It doesn't mean that we're not going to keep going up, but it's possible certainly that we start to pull back a little bit in market activity. Yeah, $80. Listen, I'm happy with $80, but like I don't claim to be an expert here anyway, you know. Like I just don't want the smoke of being like an expert, you know. Like that's too much pressure. You know, real trading is about learning how to perform under pressure. And if I'm out here telling everybody I'm an expert and that, you know, like that's a lot of pressure. I don't want that. I'd rather just say, hey, I have no idea what I'm talking about. And just kind of hang out with everybody. That's what I'd rather do. All right, guys. But yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond is gapping up. Does anybody know why BBBY is gapping up like it is this morning here? I'm going to search Twitter. You know, people can say whatever they want about Twitter, but Twitter's useful in figuring out what's going on. If you search for something and then you go to the latest, you see what everybody's posting about it. 15 million shares shorted yesterday, doubling short interest, 30% insider ownership. FDA decision any day now on JAGX. So I guess this is just a short squeeze. Just remember, guys, short squeezes do not last forever. They do not last forever. I just had a dude limp in with aces. I caught him with 2-9 offsuit. I hit 3 9s on the flop. He went all in. I went all in, and he got his aces busted with 2-9 offsuit. The lesson here: you raise garbage hands out of your aces. Okay, you always want to know why don't you trap with aces? Everybody wants to trap, right? You never trap with aces. Not unless it's just you and one other person. If it's you and one other person, fine. But it was me and 2 other people, you know. And so you got to at least min raise to get hands like mine out of there. I would have never called a min raise. I would have just said, okay, whatever. But he didn't, and you know, that's the lesson for him today. Anyway, SPY starting to push up a little bit this morning. Now we'll see if we hold the gains. It's possible. I'm going to do a poll here. Yeah, 100%. Don Fron. That's exactly right, man. I didn't really diss Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday. That's not really what I did. I didn't diss BBBY. What I did was tell people, like, look, even if we do squeezes don't last forever. Like, Bed Bath & Beyond is up right now. But if you look at it on a yearly basis, the highs were at $30. It's still really low relative to not even it's still really low, not relative to the highs of the year, but relative to the open of the year. It's still really low. So I mean, you know, it's great that it's gapping up, but it's still down like 70% on the year. You know, and so with that, yeah. Now, I hope it goes up. Listen, I'm not really against squeezes. Squeezes give me something to cover here. I just cover stock market news. And so squeezes give me something to cover. And so I'm all for it squeezing up going crazy. Like, that's cool with me. I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't care about being right or wrong in that instance. I'm just, you know. All right, guys. So SPY just popped over 390s. Hey, what's up, Brian? Yeah, so let's check out Bed Bath & Beyond float. Like the float, what the short float looks like. I think I checked it yesterday and it was a high short float stock. Yeah, short float's like 40 to 60% short float here for BBBY. So a pretty high short float. So maybe we are squeezing big here. I hope we are. Like I said, let Bed Bath & Beyond do its thing here. Any other big news today that I'm missing? Let me check. We don't really have any big Echo releases today that I can cover. Portuguese CPI came in as expected at 9.6%. Irish unemployment rate came in at 4.3% versus 4.4% expected. But yeah, Portugal CPI came in at 9.6 versus 9.6% expectations. Irish unemployment rate came in at 4.3 versus 4.4 expected. So I don't know. It's kind of strange. Like generally speaking, over the last 6 months, higher unemployment has been better for price action and market activity. The last unemployment rate came out and it was lower than expected, and the market moved up from it, kind of signaling that we might be outside of the backward slant economic reactions that we've had over the last 6 months or so. But then following that, we did have some other release that came out where economic growth was seen as a negative again, because it's a weird thing right now with inflation. Inflation's really high, and so because of that, we tend to get a lot of negative reactions to economic growth from these releases. So like if GDP grows more than expected, market goes down over the last 6 months, but not always. Especially specifically with unemployment, it's been a little bit more nuanced than that, I guess. So it's one of those things where currently economic growth is still probably going to be seen as bad, except for like unemployment and a few other ones. So it depends on which one it is. And again, if you guys have any ideas on that, let me know. I'm definitely interested to hear what you guys think regarding that. We're going to do a Twitter poll or a poll right here as well here. So let's go ahead and do a poll. Does the market end green this week after CPI tomorrow? Yes or no? Is the market end green this week after CPI tomorrow? Let me know, guys. Last time I moved up more because average hourly wages reduced, hence low inflation. But right, like you say, reaction is unpredictable. Yeah, 100%. It's a little bit strange of a market right now. Yeah, definitely a weird reaction. CPI is coming tomorrow, so this afternoon will the market sell off? Yeah, that's a good question. Like I said, will the market end green today? I'm not sure. I generally am an optimist in the market. I want to see the market do well. Also, Tesla went up. We're at 119.50s on Tesla, 119.50. So we'll see if it continues to move up. Tesla does drag the market up or down, and so to speak. So we'll see what we get on that front too. All right, so looking at the poll here, we got about 30 votes. 47% said yes, 53% said no. We can also look at Twitter polls to see what we said. We're going to do the CPI coming hot tomorrow. CPI coming higher or lower than expected tomorrow? All right, guys. So yeah, stock market stuff tomorrow. CPI report. Gotta give it a neutral option too. I think you're smart until you have to spell neutral. I always think the U comes first, but the E comes first, guys. All right, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button if you haven't yet. We appreciate it if you do. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Keep the growth up. I think CPI data will help market go up. Yeah, maybe. It depends on how low it gets. Expectations are for 6.5%. So 6.5% is what's expected here. So if we push up all day, no end of day sell off, I'm going to go short. Yeah, see, I never take anything ahead of CPI reports. You know, like it's such a coin flip like thing, betting on anything ahead of these reports, just because nobody really knows what's going to happen there. And so I just try to stay out of it completely. Like there's no way I'm messing around and taking some big position ahead of the CPI report. It's just too risky for my blood here, you know. But everybody's different. I'm not going to, if y'all have anything that I'm not saying you can't make money doing it. It's just not my taste, I guess is the best way to put it. It's not what I like doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think CPI data will help the market goes up. Yeah, so expectations for that data are for 6.5% is what's expected here. So 6.5%. So it's not bad. Like it's still coming in progressively lower and lower than before, you know. Does it drop before the bell, John? I don't know. We're moving up right now. So look at the SPY here. So the SPY's moving up. Tesla rebounded back over volume weighted average price. So we're starting to do better. You know, I'm not saying we're going to continue to do better, but we're starting to do better. So expectations has been, again, expectation is 6.5%. So that's what's expected here, 6.5%. We're also going to do a... So we did our Twitter poll here. We got some votes on our Twitter poll. If you want to vote on our Twitter poll, here is the link for it. Yeah, I'm okay with you doing that, Don Fron. You know what I mean? It's got to be good enough risk reward, I guess, is the best way to put it. Like, I'm okay with people doing that, but like, you know, like you could take like really far outside the money options and look to just get a big volatile reaction in one way, maybe a strangle option or something like that makes sense. A lot of people use strangle options. Market is ripping up though. Look at the SPY here. So we're going. Yeah, there's not really much big echo data today. Nothing major. Nothing major at least. And thank you, Angel, for the share. My guy, thank you. Yeah, SPY's ripping up. See if we actually hold. Yeah, SPY's looking great. I mean, we're almost up to 392s. So that's good. High of the day on the SPY is right around 392. So that's good. I mean, I'd like to see the SPY go up again. I generally am not like a huge bear. I understand that we might have some extension occasionally, but for now, we got over 200 people here. What if it will be slightly higher, but then revised in November to the downside like they have done on jobs report? Data from January and February should be nice. December is a month where people travel and spend more. Yeah, for sure. There's less market days to trade really in December too. So, you know. All right, guys. Market has been, surging up pretty nicely here. Tesla pull it back here. So we can't trade right now. It's still trading is shut down for TOS. So I can't really trade in pre-market yet. But I will be able to trade in about 13 or 14 minutes. Crypto not doing much. Well, the whole market's not really doing that much. The market's a little dull right now. Anything else moving today? I mean, I'm going to send you a message, Pawn. But yeah, yesterday was a chaotic day, man. It really was, guys. Yesterday's stream. Number one, yesterday's stream was the largest stream we ever did. Right? We had like 7,200 people here, over 7,000 people here on yesterday's stream. That's a big stream here, man. But it was chaotic. A lot of trolls, a lot of nonsense, you know. But it was fun. Like I said, we broke records. Yeah, thank you, Jason. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good, brother. Yeah, like I said, the channel has been growing beautifully over the last 6 months or so. All right, guys. So we are pumping up. We got 10 minutes before the market opens here, so still some time. Beer, yeah, I'm not a big penny stock trader, man. I just don't trade penny stocks a ton. I'm not saying they can't be useful, but for me personally, it's just kind of something where I try to stay away from them. What's up, Douglas? Hey, what's up, man? All right, guys. So yeah, SPY pulling back here. We still got a little bit of time before we can trade. Never, I'm sure. Ace. I mean, you could ask the chat here, but I don't think we're going back anytime soon. Yeah, the market follows cryptocurrency for sure, or the crypto follows the market for sure is what I mean by that. So it's like SPY moves up, Bitcoin moves up, SPY moves down, Bitcoin moves down, so to speak, and that's how it's been for a while now. It could be like there's a few reasons that could be the case. One of them could be that the U.S. holds a lot of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and so in that, there's a inverse correlation there. That could be one of the reasons, but again, it's all speculative. It could be that U.S. dollar strength and weakness causes, just broad investors to behave a certain way that is similar with each other in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Um, there could be a few different reasons. Yeah, but saying the viewers are fake yesterday, Yowzer, like that's not what it is. Like a lot of them are based in like India, and people from India watch the stock market heavily, and so that doesn't mean they're fake. It just means that they're tuning into the big streams, and it's just because they watch the stock market. They have something called the Bank Nifty over there. I hear them talking about it a lot, and it might be something where I start to look at the Indian market sometimes because there's a lot of activity there. It's a big stock market. Place. So, hey, what's up, Maximus? PG, the board of directors, Procter & Gamble declared a quarterly dividend of 91 cents. Hey, nice. Yes, Bank Nifty is kind of like the Indian S&P 500 is what it is, basically. Yeah, for sure. It really is popular there. No, I didn't really get. Like I said, it's not that. It's just that a lot of people show up to the big streams. I love my Indian viewers, bro. Shout out to them. I appreciate them. Yeah, man, we're growing like crazy. We'll hit 100,000 within the next month on beginner trading. We'll hit 100K within a month or so. Hopefully I'm hoping by the end of January. We're trending well. We keep having streams like we did yesterday. We'll hit 100K before January's up. All right, we're getting a little pullback here. We still got about 3 minutes before I could actually trade, but in 3 minutes I will trade. So we will trade some here. I use Thicker Swim. I use Top Step. I use Quant Tower. A link for who, George? Oh, I use a few different platforms. Again, guys, understand like the PDT rule restricts traders from trading stocks, but you can day trade and short in the futures market with no PDT restrictions on a company called Top Step. They are a funded account program in futures. So what they do is they give you a demo, and if you can hit the target on their demo while following their rules and pass both phases, then they do fund you 15,000 or from 50K up to over 100K with a 90% split. This is a company that's regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions, fund thousands of traders a year. And so again, if you want to check them out, a great way to help support your boy here in this channel is by checking out the link in the description. We try not to plug anything super early, but if you want to check them out, link is in the description. We can also trade now, so we can't open up to trade. I'm going to buy this dip on the SPY right here. I'm going to buy 50 shares of the SPY currently. We'll wait to give it a second to load, but we'll buy 50 shares of the SPY here. Yeah, futures, forex. Again, it's the easiest way to get around the PDT rule. Day trading can be tough. Like, again, I'm gonna buy 50 shares of the SPY, but most people are not able to do that. Like because you need a lot. You need a decent amount of buying power to be able to do that. The futures market kind of fixes that a lot of the time for traders because it makes them able to day trade actively without restriction. Now, you do have commissions, which is not my favorite thing about it, but it is one of those things where you can day trade, you can short in futures. Hey, what's up, John? I just bought the SPY right here at 391.30. It's a little day trade. We'll see what happens. I'm not stuck on it. You know what I mean? Like I can do whatever. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, 100%, Don. Absolutely agree. Most people are going to want to just buy one futures contract. The only difference, though, okay, so this account right here is, I got about 150 grand in buying power, and so I'm able to buy 50 shares of the SPY with no commissions in stocks because my account's large enough, and in futures I would have to pay commissions. So if I'm taking like a little starter trade like that, that's the only reason I'm doing it, is just because I won't have to pay commissions, and so I can day trade the SPY effectively in futures here. You know what I mean? But I think most people are certainly going to want to follow that advice, which is to trade futures instead. Yeah, so what's crypto at now? Where's crypto? Yeah, so where's crypto at right now? Bitcoin, last time I looked at Bitcoin, it was doing really well. So like the last time I looked at Bitcoin, It was at like 17.3K, which was great, you know. All right, so we're green a little bit. Look at Tesla with the huge rip. This is certainly catalyst driven in some way or another. So a catalyst driven rip in Tesla. It's either that or somebody's buying up some size in Tesla right now because, wow, look at that size here. That's big size. Again, let's see if we got any news here for Tesla. Something's going on with this. So Jamie Dimon is changing his tune. All right, so Tesla up to 120s. So yeah, it says Jamie Dimon is changing his tune about economic hurricane. He's not alone, according to Barron's. We're reading this article. He's the J.P. Morgan's Chase CEO, and apparently he likes something about Tesla. It's showing up here. Tesla plans 717 million expansion into Austin Gigafactory. I'm trying to find some other news here. I don't really see much else going down here. Tesla files plans for $770 million expansion into Texas factory. Anybody know the reason? I'm going to have to look somewhere else to see if there's a catalyst here that we could report on, because something's going on with Tesla here. Yeah, something's going on here for Tesla. Let's see if we can find some more data on Twitter about it. Yeah, if you guys see anything, let me know. I don't see anything else. Yeah, maybe the chat knows. I don't see anything else here. Yeah, I don't think it's that common either, man. I don't know. But look at Tesla follow up. It should drag us up, man. Look, it must be somebody just putting through some size here. Is the only justifiable reason for this type of move, I think. Tesla had 10,000 China orders in one day this month. Yeah, let me see Elon tweets. That's something we could check here. Let me check Elon. See if we got something moving there. No, Elon didn't really do much here. So I don't see anything that Elon's saying that's causing this move. Yeah, Elon might be buying up sub. I think it's just really heavily shorted. The big dogs want to shake out retail. Maybe. Um, but yeah, that's a huge pop. I mean, I could have taken some profit into the SPY here, but man, Tesla flying up. I got Tesla calls. Hey, good luck. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Yeah, dump before CPI, massive pump. Yeah, we'll see if how the market treats us. Looking at our polling numbers, we did some polls here. We got about 250 votes. 64% said yes, the market ends green this week after CPI. 36% say no. So yeah, interesting here, guys. What do you guys think? Green or red week this week on CPI news? Let me know. Yeah, BBBY squeeze it up big. Tesla rip it up big. I thought we might get a little bit better movement here, but we didn't. I don't know how you managed to get up early, everyone. And bro, it's just conditioning, man. I just conditioned myself too. I get up every day. It's like I get up at like 5:30 in the morning, man. You know, give or take. I'm a morning person. Carol makes fun of me for it. Okay, got you, Pawn. Let me see, man. All right, so yeah, an article came out. Tesla rival Rivian hit by mass executive exodus, big price target cut. So a lot of people at Rivian, which is one of Tesla's biggest competitors, left the company. They did what's called a mass exodus of the company, which is just leaving. They're quitting their jobs, basically. That should be good for Tesla. It looks like that's what's causing this pump up in markets here. This news was dropped, really about 5 minutes ago. And so, yeah, a lot of people leaving one of Tesla's rivals. And so they quit in recent months amid challenges faced by the company in the wake of the global supply chain challenges. So, yeah, they basically quit. But for whatever reason, the SPY is actually turning down here. So I bought 50 shares of the SPY, and it's turning right now. So the SPY is reversing on us here. It's all right. It's a small trade. It's 50 shares of the SPY. So while I'm spending some good money and equity on the trade, it's actually a pretty small trade. Let's look at Rivian to see what happens. I'm sure Rivian is not loving this morning, but Rivian's not really down that much. And so generally speaking, with a big move like this in Tesla, we'd see like an opposite type of move in Rivian, but we're not really seeing that right now. JP Morgan turning more bullish on Tesla. Yeah, I saw that with Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP. I don't like this drop, so I'm going to sell this here. It might bounce right back, but I'm going to cut this and get out for a little baby loss and see what happens. I might buy Tesla on this dip here instead. So we're going to buy Tesla on this pullback. I like the dip here into this major support level. We can get in fast enough. You're going to have to buy the ask price here. So yeah, 25 shares of Tesla. We will go ahead and take 50 Tesla shares here. So we are in 50 Tesla shares. We're just going to see if we bounce at the support level that we drew earlier. Any news today? Yeah, there's a bunch of news stories going on right now. Tesla up big. It looks like it's up on Rivian. Investors leaving. Yeah, so we're in Tesla right now. Just 50 shares here. What's your thoughts on the Q? I trade the Q pretty actively. Tech. It's what I use to get exposure to tech markets. BIOR. We got a few people talking about that one this morning. But man, how about the Bed Bath Squeeze? So yeah, BIOR has been ripping up here. So that's an interesting move. Look at BIOR here. Somebody was talking about this one yesterday. Just a huge green day for this one. Pull it back now. I don't really day trade pennies like that. But I'm curious to see what this one does now, you know. All right, so Tesla's still dipping here. Again, I just have 50 shares. Let's see if it treats us right. All right, so again, we could add a little bit more. We might add one more 25 share position. We got 75 shares of Tesla. Taking a little swing here, not a huge swing, but we'll cut it if it breaks under 121 is really what we're looking at. It'll take Apple 2 years to start making their screens, assuming they don't have problems. Where the bears at? Yeah, man. Like I said, I get a lot of bears calling me names and stuff, and it's like very rarely. Very rarely. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this too. Tesla's not turning out the best for us here, and we'll just chill now. BIOR pop it up. SPY pull it back now, guys. So the SPY is now pulling back here. SPY no pull it back. It's at 391.03s. Tesla at 121s here. All right, so we'll pull it back here. I could buy Tesla again, but we're just going to keep it small here on the day. We'll wait for some bigger edge to show up after the opening bell. Tesla might actually rebound here, but we're just kind of poking around. Oh, yeah, bro. It's all good, dude. Yeah, man. Don Fron, yeah, man. We got to... There's a lot of comments like that, bro. You know how it goes, man. Anybody... Like, people hate because of their own insecurity is generally what it is. Like people are just insecure about themselves. They're struggling in life. They're not where they want to be. You know, a lot of the times it's because they want to do what you're doing, and for whatever reason they're just kind of bitter about it. And you know, you get that a lot, but you learn to tune it out. We get way more positive comments here than negative, and so I'm just happy to have the community. It really is a blessing to have everybody here, and you know, we're gonna keep the growth up. We should hit 100K. Yeah, CPI, we'll see, brother. We'll see, brother. Yeah, CPI comes out tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We also have jobless claims, which is one that not really getting that much attention, and understandably so, because CPI is tomorrow. But jobless claim numbers drop tomorrow as well, so that'll be interesting too. A lot of inflationary, interest. Uh, a lot of inflationary, metrics to read tomorrow here, so it'll be fun to watch, and we'll see what we get. Again, what are your expectations for it? We did a Twitter poll here on, let's see what we said. So we got about 20 votes so far. 50% think we're going to come in lower than expected, which is good. Again, I don't know if people, generally speaking, bears overwhelm the bulls most of the time on social media. And so I don't know if they're thinking that we mean that like CPI is going to come in worse than expected, but lower means better than expected. So 6.5% is what's expected. We come in at 6.3, 6.2. That is great for market activity. That's precisely what we want, is lower than expected numbers here. Now, again, I'm not saying that's what we're going to get. I'm at the point now where I think we could do the opposite. I think we might come in a little bit hot tomorrow. But again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm certainly not an investment professional. This is a pure guess here. But I think we might come in a little bit higher than expected. Well, the only way you can ever respond to trolls, Don Fran, is by trolling them. Sarcasm kills trolls, like, if they say my ego's too big, I just tell them, like, listen, I'm definitely top 3 best traders in the world, most humble traders also. Everybody's always telling me, like, John, you look so good, man. How do you do it? It's just like, listen, when you wake up and you look this good, it's hard not to be humble. But we genuinely strive to be the most humble channel in the world right now, and that's what we are. But market's pulling back here. We're at 390s here, so you can look at the previous closing price right here. So here's the previous closing price. So the previous closing price is right here. And so we'll see if we break it. So you can see this light blue area is the previous closing price. It's the level at which the market goes from green to red, red to green. And we had a pretty green day, but it wasn't the most green. Tesla bouncing back, making me feel bad, So Tesla started bouncing back. We have BIOR. A lot of people are talking about Bed Bath & Beyond today. But to be honest here, despite all the people pushing up Bed Bath & Beyond, I can't see how this company survives over the next 10 years. Maybe it gets bought out by like a mail order shipper like Amazon or something like that. But I just can't imagine that Bed Bath & Beyond survives over the next 5 years. I don't care what the short float is. Maybe it makes a big move prior to going bankrupt or going out of business. But have any of y'all ever been to a Bed Bath & Beyond in the last 5 years? It's a freaking ghost town in Bed Bath & Beyond. You go there, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. They're freaking empty. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Oh, they already got somebody with that name, Rick. Dude, I'm top 3 ever. Best trader ever. I mean, don't copy me. I have no idea what I'm doing, but definitely top 3 best traders in the world right now. But no, Tesla started to bounce back up, man. Maybe I should have held it. Is GameStop going as well? Yeah, like, here's the thing. Give me the argument for Bed Bath & Beyond being around in 5 years. They're certainly not making money as a business. Again, if you've been into a Bed Bath & Beyond, like, they're a ghost town. They're empty. Every time I walk into that store, and it's right, it's like in my city, we got a Bed Bath & Beyond right next to like a shopping center. It's a big shopping center. It's an active shopping center. I go into Bed Bath & Beyond because Carol wants to look at pillows. And I always get talked into buying like $100 pillow, and I never end up using this $100 pillow. Like, I'm the type that I just don't know any difference between pillows. But we go in there and it's a ghost town. For all I know, I might be single-handedly propping them up buying pillows. Okay, so I can't help but be skeptical of a company like that, regardless of the short float. Now, the squeeze potential is certainly there. It's a lower float. What's the float? Let me see. Yeah, the float's less than 100 million, and it's got over 40% short float. That's good. That's good. So we might squeeze up or down in big numbers ahead of that. But for me personally, I'm just kind of like, I'm iffy about it. No, I don't know where the one in BR is, man. Honestly, it's been so long since I've actually had to, like, I know Baton Rouge. Like, I know I know the map of the city in my head. Like I have the map. Like I know Blue Bonnet and Jefferson and Perkins and Essen and I-12 and I-10, and then you go up to LSU, and then you go to South Baton Rouge, and then you go. I know all that in my head, but I don't know where the stores are. And really, I haven't really been around Baton Rouge for a decade now, so I'm sure they've. Like I said, I think I talked with you about it. I remember Checkers being where Cane's on Drusilla was. Like that's. I remember eating at Checkers as a kid. I know Drusilla and all that stuff. I grew up on like Jefferson. So like I grew up in Jefferson, not old Jefferson, but just Jefferson. Oh yeah, I remember Segan by the old Tinseltown theaters, by the DMV, right? No, I'm not from New Orleans. Baton Rouge is like an hour. Baton Rouge is about an hour west of New Orleans. So I grew up about an hour west of New Orleans. OJ, yeah. I know a lot of people from Old Jefferson too. Yeah. Yeah, you know where I'm thinking of. Yeah. Good old Baton Rouge, man. Like I said, I would never live there now. But it's my home. My parents still live there, So like I visit every now and then. My grandma lived up in Mandeville, but she recently passed away over the last 6 months. So I grew up in Mandeville a little bit as well. Yeah, Lake Charles is cool. That bridge is sketchy though, bro. I refuse to go on that Lake Charles bridge. Spy over 390s. Yeah, everybody listen, Louis. Everybody from Baton Rouge knows what Baton Rouge means. It means red stick, it was the name the natives gave it, But yeah, everybody knows. Everybody that's from there knows for sure. And we know it's really pronounced Baton Rouge, but yeah, we all took Louisiana history, yeah, for sure. So we know about the Louisiana Purchase and how it was bought by the Spaniards. Yeah. That bridge is sketchy, Louis. When you're scalping, how many points do you look for? Yeah, it's not New Orleans. Manny Fresh, hey, yeah. Spy's starting to pump up. Do you speak any French? I can count to 10. That's about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or something like that. That's about all I got. I can speak a little bit more Spanish than I can French. My mom is actually Cajun too, like Cajun French. Like I'm not gonna say my mother's maiden name, but if you knew my mother's maiden name, you'd say, okay, yeah, that's a French name. But yeah, I just never learned French. I learned Spanish. Yeah, I lost the car in the hurricane. The hurricane took out my car. My dad told me, like I was hanging out with my friends in central Louisiana, and my dad was like, hey man, don't drive your car. Like stay home this weekend. The hurricane's coming. I think it was Gustav. I don't think it was Katrina. It was Gustav, I believe. And I didn't listen. And so I went out hanging out with my friends. And I remember I pulled into this is a funny story. So I'm pulling into my friend's neighborhood in Central, and you can see the water coming. And I'm just trying to get to his house so I can park my car. And by the time I go down his street, the water is like above my headlights in my car. And so I do the worst thing you could ever do in that situation. What does my dumb self do? I open my door and the water just comes flooding into my car. Like, I swear, bro, the whole car was flooded within like 30 seconds. You know, I was young and dumb, and it was like 2 a.m., if you know what I mean. And so I was just making bad decisions. But I opened the door, and the water just floods into my car. And my car was basically over with as soon as that happened. Yeah, it was. It's a funny story to tell now. It was like my favorite car ever. It was a 1997 Honda Prelude 5-speed with VTEC. I love that car, bro. I still miss that car, dude. Honestly, I kind of want to buy that car now. All right, guys. SPY still moving up. We're at 391.08. 391.08 here on the SPY. Yeah, this was like 15 years ago. So this is a while ago. All right, guys. 121 on Tesla here. Yeah, it hurts still. All right, guys. Bed Bath & Beyond at 250. SPY up to 391s. Anything else going on today? I don't think we have any other big news today. I'm looking to see what drops. Merck talked about one of their biotech drugs is entering the overseas market. Brazilian retail sales came out at minus 0.6% versus minus 0.3% expected. So it was less than expected, which is probably going to be seen as positive right now in inflationary markets like we have currently. FAA ordered airlines to pause domestic departures until 9 Eastern, which somebody mentioned. Flights got delayed here this morning. So what was the reason for it? Why? We're red a little bit in terms of like shorter term day trading, but it's pretty small day. We're down like $50 maybe or something like that. Yeah, you got to hit the gas. I tried hitting the gas, but it got a little bit too high. At that point, there was nothing I could do. All right, guys. So the market is rebounding fairly nicely here. Yeah, rest in peace to that Prelude, man. When does pre-market start to move? I mean, there's no set time. Generally speaking, a lot of people use the 8 a.m. They call it the 8 a.m. scrum. It's when a lot of traders start trading. It's when the brokerage allows them to trade. Like TD Ameritrade will let me trade at TD Ameritrade will let me trade at 7 a.m. Right, so at 7 a.m. I can trade. I can take trades in extended hours. Prior to that, I actually can't take any positions, and so volatility shows up in pre-market mostly when people are able to trade, depending on who they're using for their broker. Yeah, definitely not good. There's some type of computer malfunction with FAA. They had to shut it down and reset it. Interesting. All right, we're at 391.15s on the SPY, so we're starting to bounce back a little bit. Tesla had a big pop and just a lot of consolidation now. Yeah, I love that car, man. That car was a cool car in the 90s. I bought it myself too, man. I ended up getting it rebuilt, but like, I love that car. It just wasn't the same afterwards. Like it was really fast. VTEC is like, it's not a turbo. VTEC's not a turbo. It's a specialized valve movement. VTEC stands for valve timing and electronic control. It just keeps your valves open a little bit longer. It's a larger cam lobe that keeps your valves open longer, so more air and fuel gets sprayed into your motor. So it gives it like a big boost of power at a specific RPM. I think it's like 3,000 RPMs or something like that. But but because of that, it kind of makes the car move like a turbo spooling up kind of. And so all my friends thought I had a turbo when I really didn't, because I had a cold air intake which kind of whistles, and they all thought I had a turbo, but I didn't. But it was my favorite car ever that I ever had. I really wanted to get a Subaru WRX STI after that, but I never had the money for it. And at this point in time, I'd probably get a Tesla. Teslas are really fast relative to anything that I grew up with. The plaid doing 9 seconds flat stock is ridiculous, and then even the base model Teslas that aren't the plaid, like even just the regular Teslas do like 11 seconds, which is just obscenely fast for a stock car. And so that's the next thing I want. I don't know if I'll ever get one. We don't really have enough garage space for one now, but I certainly want one, Yeah, for sure. But it was fun, man. I don't even know if they have VTEC anymore. Get the Cybertruck. Honestly, I would get the Cybertruck. Everybody's hating on the Cybertruck like it's not a cool looking car. But like the Cybertruck's dope, man. I'd buy one. Yeah, it's a little 4-cylinder. But they were cool, Good gas mileage on that thing too, man. All right, so Tesla started to move back up. I probably could have held this thing. How fast is the Cybertruck, though? That's the question. L-Tech? Yeah, I heard they upgraded it to something. I thought VTEC was just a larger cam lobe that pushed the valves open longer and was activated at a specific time. So, like, I know it's better timing, because that's what the T in tech stands for. But at this point in time, I think EVs are the future. I think they're just the most efficient. Yeah, my friend had an Integra GSR. Another friend had a Type R, like a bright yellow Type R, like the stereotypical Type R. And it was cool. He ended up getting it tuned by somebody that didn't know what they were doing. And he ended up getting a bunch of upgrades that didn't actually make the car faster. Like you read the, if you don't know anything about motors, throwing a bunch of performance stuff on a car doesn't necessarily make it faster. Generally, a lot of the time it'll make it a little bit lighter. But if you don't have a good tuner, it's just going to mess the car up. I had a buddy that had a Sylvia motor put in his 240, and he ran way too much boost. And I remember telling him, "Hey, look, you can't run that much boost. You're going to blow your motor." And he didn't really know what he was talking about, and so he just kind of ran like 25 psi boost without rebuilding the internals of it. And I know the Sylvia motor can handle high boost amounts, but it's only going to last a certain amount. Like it's never going to last forever. And what ended up happening was he blew his motor within like a month. And I just kind of sat there like, yep, told you, man. I should have held Tesla. It looks like I would have made money on this. I don't know what my average here was for it, but yeah, I remember it. I remember it kicked in at like 3,500. It was fun. Ford Raptor. Raptors are cool, man. I like those. But yeah, look at the market bounce back here. Should I buy Tesla again? I can. Here, we'll start it off small here. We're gonna buy 25 shares here at 35, maybe 50. Okay, we'll stick with 50 and see if that works. Bed Bath & Beyond starting to move back up. What does market ends green mean? Market closes above where it opened. Is essentially all it means. It just means it closes above where it opened. So basically, SPY opened up this week where at let's look. Start of the week was on the 9th. So the market opened up on the 9th. Let's see. So the market opened up on the 9th right at about 389. So we close over 389, so the market will be green. We're technically over that now. Yeah, I always wanted an accurate NSX, man. NSXs are cool. The older we get, though, the more rare, like, decent shape ones are. You know what I mean? Bed Bath & Beyond just popped up to 260s. All right, guys. SPY at 391.30s. Tesla is still up there. Again, we have 50 shares of Tesla. I'm not going to add more to it this time, but you can see the SPY wick here making a nice little rebound from, a lot of people thought we might start to go red on the day here. The previous closing price was pretty close to us as we were pulling back, but we made a quick little bounce. Look at Bed Bath & Beyond, though. It's back up to 260s here. All right, so we are getting a pullback here. All right, I'm going to take one more shot. It's just to fix my average here. 121.30s is my average. We break under this level, we'll cut it. Trying to take a little swing there. I'm not sure if it'll work, though. We'll see. All right, so Tesla pull it back here. Again, we got a little support level at 121.20 or so that we're looking to see if it holds here. Bed Bath & Beyond starting to ramp back up. Should I buy a little piece of this here? I think I will. I'm going to buy a small little piece. Just in case we get a big squeeze. We got 50 shares. It'll be fine. Hey, good luck, Sleepy. Hey, good luck, man. I was around 110 octane. Yeah, higher octane is definitely going to be better. Bump compression at 360 psi. Poured and polished. Yeah. Yeah, but if you raised your compression, it's going to be a lot harder on the motor. It's what I recommended. Like, my friend got the Sylvia, and he ended up blowing his motor. What I told him before is that he might want to lower the compression a little bit. If he's going to run higher boost, there's a balance you have to have in that, so he should have lowered his compression. So here goes Bed Bath here. Again, I'm certainly not recommending you buy it. No idea what Bed Bath will do. It might just crash and fail for all I know, but we're just jumping in small. Do you only trade pre-market? No, of course not. We trade at the opening bell every day. All right, so we're going to start thinking about cutting Tesla here. We've got into a few little dip buys, looking for pops, but it's just not holding. No big releases today. Nothing scheduled today. Tomorrow is a big day, though. So tomorrow we've got CPI, jobless claims, Bullard and Tom Barkin speaking for the Fed. All right, so there's Tesla bouncing back up. Again, we got 75 shares. Nothing major. I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider major. A lot of people misunderstand this, though. This isn't my risk. Like, we got 75 shares of Tesla, right? So just in this trade, we're spending about $9 grand, but I'm not risking that. I'm risking maybe 20 bucks. Yeah, it's one of those things where I can buy it, and if it starts to dip too heavily, like under 230s, I'm just going to cut it. It's not the end of the world. But if it does squeeze out big for whatever reason, we can get a small risk, big reward trade. All right, so SPY pulling back here. Tesla's still over 121.20s. Can you write off property tax payments? I'm trying to think, man. All right, so again, we're right at that level for Tesla here where I don't know what we're going to do. It's still a small little trade. We were looking to catch a pop, but I think one thing that we're getting today is just apprehension because of the yes, we're going to go ahead and cut it. We're just getting a little bit of apprehension because the CPI report is tomorrow. I don't like the new Bronco, bro. The only way I like the new Bronco is if it's lifted a little bit. Aside from that, if it's not lifted, I just don't like it. It just doesn't look that good. Yeah, for sure. Like a lot of people don't understand, especially turbos. Yeah, Google says you can, but again, I don't know for sure. I feel like I wrote off my property taxes last year, but I'll have to go check. I'm not sure if I did or not. I'll have to ask my CPA. She knows. So if I did, you know. No, I'm not really a pivot trader web. Not really my style, bro. Man, every time I do this with Tesla, it's like goes down and then up and down and then up. I think I'm just gonna stop trading in pre-market for now and just wait for the opening bell. Again, my trades after the open have been pretty accurate. You know, let me see what it says about yesterday. Yeah, CPI comes out tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, so spot creeping up here, back up to 391.50s. Yeah, tomorrow's big. What's up, Piper? Yeah, tomorrow's big, man. How can we increase our size without sacrificing accuracy? Well, sizing shouldn't have anything to do with accuracy. Uh, you know, unless you're like trading too large, sizing shouldn't matter too much with regards to accuracy, you know. Also, y'all go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter if you haven't already, guys. Here is my Twitter handle. Give your boy a follow on Twitter. Vote on the Twitter poll we got. It's going on as well. Hey, thank you, Louis. I appreciate you, bro. Louis. Sorry. I'm used to saying Louis Vuitton, so I say Louis or say Louis. But look at the SPY rip here. I'm gonna see if we have any data. I don't think we have anything yet. We can look. Turkey Finance Ministry taps banks for dollar-denominated bond issuance via syndicate. White House spokesperson says that there's no evidence of any cyber attacks at this point in regards to airline issues. Expected CPI is 6.5%. So roughly 6.5%. Yeah, it's anywhere between 6.4 and 6.6 is what I'm showing as well. Again, anything we want less. Less is more here. So we want less for sure. Also, we're going to put it in sub-only mode, guys. So if you haven't already, hit the sub button, hit the notification bell. We are going to throw this thing in sub-only mode. Great way to help support the channel team if you haven't already. We appreciate it. All right, Tesla dipping down some in this range here. We could watch it in the range. All right, guys. So pulling back a little bit on the SPY here. So we're watching this. I'm kind of playing around with my chart prime stuff here. All right, so the SPY is moving up to a resistance level here. See, why isn't this the up-to-date one? See, do we have it where we don't? Yeah, so I got to figure out how to put pre-market data up. How do you put pre-market data up on TradingView, chat? Help me out here. Somebody give me an order how you put pre-market data up on TradingView. I feel like I saved a better one here, but Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Betting on any type of pre-market is, under options. Okay. You mean settings, I'm assuming? All right. So, yeah, so actually, Army, I'm supposed to be with Alex today. Right click chart or chart setting options. Yeah. Ah, okay, extended hours. Okay, I got it. I figured it out. There we go. That's better. Yeah, and I want you guys to see how accurate Chart Prime is. Like, I'm gonna put this up here. This is one of my sponsors. They're called Chart Prime. You hear me talking about it today. It just gives you so much extra information for your trading. It really does. Like, so much extra information here. And so, like, just to look at this here, let me zoom out some. To look at this here, like, it just gives you so much extra information. Number one is, like, you can see here, this range resistance level is one of their newest things. I'm supposed to get a tutorial on this by the CEO today after stream. So I'll come back tomorrow with a little bit more info on it. But you can see, like, range reversal signals. Sorry, I'm trying to, let me exit out of some stuff. But yeah, look, you see range reversal signals here. So here it gives you the range reversal signal, and you can kind of see as we pushed up, we got a lot of bearish engulfing candles, which also signal downward action, and then boom, we get drops. And so what Chart Prime shows you, it shows you candlestick momentum. It shows you different types of candlestick patterns is what I mean by that. It shows you possible reversals up or down. So I just abbreviated this, but this blue level possible reversal down. And just look at how accurate this is. Number one, I'm going to preface everything with I can't guarantee you're going to make money at all. Nobody can. Nobody can guarantee you're going to make money with anything. But this gives me a really nice edge in markets, in my opinion, in my personal subjective opinion. But like, look at this, just to give you an example here, and I can't fake this. We got a bearish doji and a possible reversal down signal. We drop over like a 10 or 15 minute period. Look, bullish doji right here. Look at the huge bounce we get after that. Again, a lot of bearish engulfing candles grouped together. What does that mean? Possible downward action, huge drops right afterwards over a next 20-minute period. Look, possible reversal up, nice bounce over like a 20, over like an hour period, however long that is, from 11 to 12. So over the next hour, we bounced when we got this possible reversal up signal. Same thing here, possible reversal up and two bullish engulfing candles. Nice bounce over the last like 20 minutes here. And so I can't fake this. Like, I genuinely can't fake this. It's been almost 100% right on everything in the pre-market session for the SPY. And you can use this in stocks, crypto, Forex, futures. And this is just a small little taste of what they offer here. They also offer chart patterns here. So if we look at this, I can put up the chart patterns right here, and it'll show me like candlestick momentum. Like, look, you can see it shows you triangle patterns, and so it shows you where the top and bottom of the symmetrical triangle is here and the range of the triangle. You can use it in longer term trading as well. Here's hourly charts, and you can use the support or resistance. It automatically documents support or resistance as well, and it's pretty accurate. And you can also use possible reversals down here. Look, this is an hourly chart, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of downward action after we got this possible reversal down signal right here. Literally 8 hours after that, and it started to hit the bottom of the range. And what happened? We bounced back up here. And so just a genuinely useful tool. It's very cheap. If you use my link, it's decently less than $60 a month. And so very cheap. You can use it in stocks, crypto, Forex, futures. It's called Chart Prime. I'll post the link if you want to check it out. I have 4 monitors, and so I certainly use it to help my trading. And yeah, it works really, really well. And so if you want to check it out, I'll post the link here in chat. They are a sponsor of mine, and so I'm definitely biased in their favor, of course. So I'm definitely biased, guys. So definitely understand that. I'm certainly biased in their favor. But again, just a genuinely useful service. And again, a lot of the time, they're just showing you data here. So you can use it to find an edge in markets. I personally use a 1-minute time frame because I'm mostly a scalper, but you can use whatever time frame you're looking for. Here's the link if you want to check it out. Somebody asked me, can you explain options? Options, I mean, listen, options are just betting. You got to think of there's the name explains what they are. So you are buying an option contract. So you are basically buying the option in a contract to buy or sell a specific stock at a specific price point. And so if it's a $5 option for 30 days out, it's a $5 30-day option, $5 strike price 30-day option. You are basically buying the opportunity to buy that same stock in 30 days at $5. And so if the stock moves up to $6 in 30 days, you've got the option to buy it at $5. And so you're going to make $1 per share. You know, if you fulfill that option. Most people don't actually exercise the option, though. Most people just buy and sell them, right? So they sell the option. It's very rarely the right move to actually exercise the option. Most of the time, you just want to sell the option for a profit. But again, you're buying the option to buy a specific stock at a specific price. That's all options are. And you can also sell options. So you can sell the option to buy or sell a specific stock at a specific price point. You know, it's a lot more nuanced than that, though. That's just the basic understanding of it. What I would recommend is learn the Greeks. Learn the Greeks. I'm not really much of an option trader here, but like options can be powerful. You just got to use them right. No, I don't really trade options. I'm not saying that you shouldn't or that they're not great. Like I said, my Thinkorswim account's about 40,000. I got about 150K in buying power. So I don't really have a use in buying or selling options. Number one, because I scalp in day trading, so the slippage is a little bit too high for me to scalp options. I'm not saying you can't, but like if I've got the opportunity to buy 200 shares of the SPY, I'm going to do that instead of buying an option on that because there's less restrictions on my trading in actual shares versus options. Now, if you have a smaller account, though, options can be really useful because you can get more bang for your buck, so to speak, in terms of buying power. But for me personally, like I said, I've got enough in my account to where I don't really need to. And it's just not really my style of trading. I trade futures. I trade stocks. Occasionally I'll buy options, but most of the time I'm just buying shares. If I'm swing trading something, I just buy shares. No, I don't hold leap options or anything like that, Sleepy. Pawn trades options a lot, yeah. Yeah, the problem with options is what Kale says here is absolutely true. He said the problem with options is you could be right about the direction. You could be right about the whole thing and still be wrong and still lose on the option. Now, why is that? Is because the Greeks influence the favorability of the option. And so you might see a specific strike price with a specific stock and a specific amount of time. But if the Greeks are not in your favor, you know, like if time decay is too high, so if like over time the option loses its edge, then it's still not going to be a profitable thing. And so that's like I said, you really want to learn the Greeks. If you don't learn the Greeks and options, you're just gambling here. You want to learn what the Greeks mean. You want to learn how to use them because those are that's your edge in options is how favorable the Greeks are. So you want to learn those for sure before you start buying and selling them. And again, it's not really my niche or style. So you know, a lot of good free content there. Explain futures trading, please. Sure. So originally futures trading got started for a way for farmers to hedge their crops, you know, because like what would happen is like farmers would grow a specific crop, but then by the time it came to, you know, to actually, you know, after they've grown their crops and it came time to sell, the prices had fluctuated so much to where they were losing money. And so they wanted to find a way to hedge that. And so they created futures, which futures just means you're betting on the future price of a commodity is what it really means, is that you're betting on a future price of a commodity. And again, that's why they call them futures, is because it was a way for farmers to hedge the future price of their crops. And so in that, most of the time I'm not trading commodities. And a lot of people day trade futures now. It's grown to be this big niche of trading far, you know, exceeding what they were used for originally for farmers. I most of the time trade the futures contract of the S&P 500. And so when I day trade futures, I mostly am day trading essentially the S&P 500. You know, it's called the E-mini in the futures market. And so I can essentially get exposure to the S&P 500. If you try to trade the actual S&P 500 or the SPY, you're not going to be able to actively trade it with less than 25 grand. And so you're going to need at least 25K in a margin account to actively day trade the S&P 500 or the SPY. But the real beauty of futures is that you can day trade futures without PDT restrictions. Like if you look up the E-mini here, it's the same price action as the SPY or the S&P 500. It's the same price action here. If anything, futures can actually be a little bit more liquid, as you can see on this chart. So this is a lot more liquid looking chart than this right here. And it's the same price action. Look, big pop up, big pop up. It's the same thing, but you can trade this middle one here in futures without restriction. Now, one of my sponsors is TopStep, and TopStep is a funded account program for futures. And so what they do is they give you a demo. And if you want to get your feet wet in futures, these funded account programs are a great way to do it because there's less risk doing this. You can try out futures without taking on a lot of risk. Like to be able to day trade the E-mini yourself, you're going to need 5 to 10K at least, in my opinion, to be able to actively trade it. Now, on TopStep, what they do is they give you a demo, and it's a test of your skill. And so they give you the base one's a 50K demo, right? They give you this 50K demo. If you can hit 3K in profit on that 50K demo without losing over 2K total or $1,000 a day with 5 contracts max, which is a reasonable ratio, like a 2 to 3 ratio. You got to make 3K without losing 2K. 5 contracts is plenty. In fact, 1 contract of the regular E-mini is too much for me. Like that will go against you very fast if you don't know what you're doing, and you can lose thousands of dollars. But a great way to get your feet wet in futures is these funded account programs. The base one, the 50K one that I just described, is less than $150 a month. And to be fair, I think a lot of people are going to lose these funded account programs. I don't think most people are going to be able to get funded because most traders lose. But that's kind of the point. Instead of putting up 5 or 10K, trying out futures yourself and risking thousands, you can try out these funded account programs. And if you get funded, like if you can pass their testing, they fund you 50 grand on the base one, 150K on the top one with a 90% split. So say you get funded and you make 20K, you keep 18K. They keep 2K, which is 10% for funding you that money. And again, this is a company that's regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions, fund thousands of traders a year. And again, regardless of whether you get funded or not, it builds you into a better trader. It's a great test of skill. You have some pressure to succeed. So like you want to get funded, but you're not risking thousands of dollars either. So if you don't get funded, it's not the end of the world. And if you do, you know, obviously there's benefits to getting funded, but regardless of it, it builds you into a better trader, in my opinion. And TopStep's the most legit one in the world. They pay out millions of dollars every year in actual withdrawals to their funded traders. They fund thousands of traders a year. But I'm certainly biased in their favor because they're a sponsor of mine, and so they pay me money. So I'm definitely biased in their favor. But if you want to check them out, here is the link. You can also find the link in the chat. Well, you can withdraw whatever you want once you build up Profit Coin. But again, remember, they give you a demo, so a paper account first, and you have to prove profitability first. Yeah, where's crypto at? Let me check. Bitcoin at almost 17,500. Hey, that's great. Looking at our poll here, we got about 560 votes. Does the market end green this week after CPI? 60% says yes, 40% say no. Looking at our Twitter poll here, we did the same poll on Twitter. Does CPI come in higher or lower than expected? 52% think we're going to come in lower than expected, so bullish there as well. 32% think we're going to come in higher, and 16% think we're going to come in neutrally here. So, again, CPI tomorrow, big week here, guys. Big week, should be fun. All right, so yeah, we bought Bed Bath here. A little 50 share position. Tesla did rip up. Maybe we should have held that. All right, so look at the SPY still rip up here. Wow. Bed Bath would be out at almost 260s here. Yeah, what's the dollar index doing here? Here, let's look at the Dixie. Dollar index is probably kind of weak right now. I mean, it's It hasn't opened up for the day yet, but it's at 103.30s here for the Dixie. But yeah, guys, help us at 100K. We're pretty clear. We're pretty close, guys. We're almost up to 97K. After tomorrow, we will certainly be over 97K. So hey, hit that sub button if you haven't already, guys. Let's keep doing it here. We're pretty close, man. We're pretty close. Thank you guys so much for helping grow my community. Really, genuinely appreciate it. Hey John, if I sub to the 50K on Top Step, is it easy for me to scale up to 150 when I want? I can't say what's easy for you or not. I have no idea. It's completely subjective and based on the trader themselves. I'm not sure what you're going to be able to do, brother. Again, it's very difficult to get funded. It's not an easy thing. It's very hard to get funded because, again, they're genuinely funding you. And so, again, it's not an easy thing to get funded. So just understand that, like, it's not easy to get funded. Most traders are not going to be able to get funded. And that's something that you want to understand going into it because, again, you want to trade your best. So just understand that. But yeah, whether you're going to be able to do the 50K one, you know, or the 150K one is completely subjective, brother. A dollar index coming down at 103.30s here. SPY still pumping up almost to 392s. I still wonder why Tesla's spending 750 million is a good thing. Well, it's an expansion, which means that they're going to grow and have a bigger potential scale, I think is what it is. You know, potential scale up. All right, we got Scammer Douglas here, guys. Remember, I'm gonna have to add everybody on our Discord. It's been a little bit since I did it. So it depends on which one you get funded with, Timber. So like say you get funded with 50 grand, right? Say you get the 50K funding. You can withdraw whatever funding over 50 grand, you know, and it's going to bring you right back to 50K. Yeah, definitely I've lost an account sleepy, 100%. Almost every trader has, to be honest. All right, guys. I don't know, Timber. You want to talk to them about it, brother? About doing that? I'm not sure. What I will say is that most people, it's going to be better once you're funded to scale down your size. Like, I think you need to be aggressive when you're trying to get funded, but once you're funded, I think most people should scale down their size. Yeah, my daughter's mad. My daughter broke her phone again, so I bought her a new phone for Christmas, and she had broke her old phone like at least 4 or 5 times, the screen and her old phone at least 4 or 5 times. And we thought that her old phone was just giving her problems, but then we got her this new phone, and within 2 weeks she broke the screen on that one as well to where it doesn't work. And so now CPI's Thursday. Yeah, CPI's tomorrow. Guys, it's not today, so CPI is coming out tomorrow. Yeah, we have screen protectors, but she just dropped it like yesterday. Yesterday, she put her phone in a Doritos bag and then dropped it on the floor, and that's how it broke. So, like, we do, but, it's just kind of how it goes, I guess. Yeah, I've had my Android phone for like years now. Give her that Nokia, the brick. Yeah. No, but my wife's mad because my wife was against me buying her a new phone for Christmas, and I bought it anyway, and so now my wife's mad at her, and she's mad, and she doesn't have, now it's this big drama in my household. All right, guys, the Dixie's pulling back down. The SPY should rip up here. We're right under 392 whole dollar area, so I think that's a relevant level we can pay attention to. Tesla still creeping up. It's at 121.45. SPY at 392s almost. Just went up there to try to tap it and then just got rejected there. So hey, bud. How you doing, man? Love you, buddy. Have a good day at school, buddy. You all right? All right, have a good day, buddy. Remember what we talked about, all right? You'll do great, all right, bud? All right, love you, man. All right. SPY still ripping up here. Again, let's see if it hits the level. Yeah, market's ripping up here ahead of CPI data. So, question, does this mean we're extended leading into CPI reports? Does this mean we're extended heading into it? Let me know. All right, there's the dollar index. Open it up here. Let's see if this gives it the SPY, the bump that it's looking for here right now. Tesla up to 121.70s. Yeah, I hope we go up here, man. Look at Tesla popping up to 121.80s right now. That should drag the market up some. The dollar index is falling down some, which is good for inflationary markets that we're in now. We want to see the dollar index fall. There's a negative correlation generally with the Dixie and the markets in general. And the reason for that is because if your cash gains value, you don't want to buy other stuff. You want to sit on your cash because your cash is gaining value. And so because of that, like as the dollar index goes up, we have people buying less investments like crypto or S&P or whatever. And vice versa. As your cash is losing value, investors kind of want to put it in other things as opposed to sitting on their losing cash, right? So they put it into stocks, crypto, Bitcoin, stuff like that. So because of that, there's an inverse correlation here. Now, the Dixie dropped a little bit, but it doesn't mean much yet. Tesla's moving up really nicely, which is good. And again, we'll see what happens here for it. Yeah, we'll see. Reached this daily high. Yeah, so stuff's starting to pop. Yeah, I should have held Tesla for sure. It's all good. Like I said, I stopped getting upset about. I stopped getting upset about. I stopped getting FOMO a long time ago, to be honest. Like I think some type of like a certain extent of FOMO is always there, but like I stopped worrying about it as much. You know, every day is a green day for me, regardless. So it's like I stopped having FOMO a long time ago. So wish I would have held Tesla, but it's all good, man. It happens. You know, we miss stuff sometimes, and that's part of trading. Yeah, I know. I used to know some people who just get really upset anytime they missed anything. Like they miss something, they just get really mad, really upset, really like just kind of get really upset. I stopped having that a long time ago. I just again, you got to see it as like every day. There's Tesla or there's the SPY finally broke 392s. I thought we might start pushing up towards there. But every day's a new day, man. You're always gonna have the opportunity to make it back or lose more potentially, and so again, you're gonna have good variance, bad variance. That's just a normal part of trading is variance. Just like poker, for instance, trading is variance heavy. And you know, if you're not able to control those type of swings and you're mentally, then you're probably not supposed to be trading. So it's one of those things where, especially somebody like me, like I have traded every day for years. Like at this point in time, all my days blend together. Good days, bad days, red days, green days. You know, it's all basically the same to me at this point. All right, so let's see if the SPY can hold 392s. Dollar index is still popping up some now, so Hey, what's up, Emmanuel, my guy? What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, man. Thoughts on Mullen? Honestly, at least once a day, I generally get somebody asking me about Mullen. Mullen is a really obscure penny stock that has a lot of people bag holding it, and so people overestimate the strength of Mullen. If you look at a daily chart or a yearly chart, and you zoom out here, this is Mullen over the last year. It's not a very healthy company. It's incredibly risky. Likelihood is certainly against it in terms of success or failure. It's got a huge chance of failing. A lot of people that are really pumping it up, like you hear a lot of people say, yeah, Mullen's got all this great stuff going on for it. They're just saying that because frankly, they're stuck because they ended up buying way up here. They bought it way up here and now they're stuck in it. And so they're not really optimistic. They're just desperate to stay optimistic when they're just down so much already. People could say Mullen's strong. I think best case scenario for Mullen, I think Mullen has an almost 0% chance of succeeding as a standalone automobile company. I think best case scenario for Mullen is that it gets bought out by one of the big boys like Tesla or somebody. But I think it has a very low chance of succeeding. And I think people are overestimating the likelihood of success for Mullen because they're stuck from way earlier in it, so to speak, But who knows, man? I don't know. Yeah, all good, Ryan. Yeah, man. Like I said, I try to be honest with people, bro. As honest as I can with people. Like you got to understand something, which is that the penny stock market is incredibly predatory. Like you got a lot of people pumping up these really terrible companies, recommending people buy them up, telling them they're going to 1000x and all this ridiculous stuff. And again, I've had a really unique perspective on it because I have seen a lot of these companies get pumped up and they never hold. They never do what people say they will. Only a small percentage of them don't get delisted and go to pink sheets, right? So it's just a really predatory market of people telling people, hey, buy this, buy ABC penny stock. It's going to go crazy. And it very rarely does. Most of the time they fail. And most of the people that are pumping them up are just people who are stuck from, way higher prices that are desperate to inflate their own positions. It's kind of really what's going down with them. So at the same time, though, because of that, I'm very biased against them. I don't trade penny stocks. I don't day trade them, especially, or I don't invest in them, especially. And there's just a lot of risk. Right, for sure, Don, 100%, man. But if you ask the general penny stock trader, they're gonna say Mullen is great, Mullen, and they're gonna say, oh, Mullen would succeed. It's getting manipulated, is what they'll say. But like, no, picture. I've said this 1,000 times already, and I'll say it again. Imagine you had no idea about the stock market. Imagine that you never traded stocks, and you had to buy an electric vehicle. Would you buy a Mullen? If you said yes, you are lying to yourself. Nobody's buying Mullens outside of the investors who are trying to support their own stock. But yeah, just so much risk in that, man. High risk, high reward, though. Listen, if somehow it succeeds, you can potentially make a bunch, but the likelihood of that is very, very low. Top 3 non-penny stock trading in the world right now. Hey, listen, definitely top 3 penny stock haters in the world right now for sure. Yeah. Like I said, if you want to take like a really small risk, big reward trade by just kind of throwing some money at stuff like that, all good, man. I understand that way of trading for sure. Like I'm not mad at that. What I get mad at is the people making videos about these terrible penny stock companies, telling people that they would succeed if it wasn't for some manipulation by the hedgies. And it's just kind of like, that's not what's going on at all. Like, these are just terrible penny stock companies that are trying not to get delisted. You'll see them do reverse splits a lot. That's all it really is. It's kind of pyramid scheme like, where if you criticize them, you get a bunch of people say, nah, a bunch of people involved with it say, nah, this guy's just a hater. It's like, no, these companies are terrible companies, man. There's a reason they're pink sheets. Again, think of the Wolf of Wall Street, Aerotine International, a cutting-edge firm out the Midwest awaiting imminent patent approval on the next generation of radar detectors, who have both huge civilian and military use now, all that stuff, right? That's exactly what they want. That's exactly what they want. They want to pump that thing up. And again, most of the time they're terrible. What were they doing with those stocks in the Wolf of Wall Street? They were scamming people with them, right? That's exactly what's going on here too. In the end, it was just a shack. Yeah, that's just kind of how it goes, man. Again, people don't like it. People, like I said, in the end, confirmation bias is an incredibly strong thing. So it's like people desperately want to believe that their holdings are going to make them money. Very rarely will they. So it's kind of one of those things where confirmation bias is just a strong thing. Thoughts on Snap? Snap, I don't know, man. Snap has been one of those mid caps. I guess you can call it a mid cap. I don't know what the cap really is. That I've made a lot of money on. I think Snap has monetization problems. Like their DAU is low. It's hard for them to make money. And so with that, but I think they have a lot of daily active users. So I think they have potential, but there's also risks for sure with stuff like Snap. So just be careful if you're trading it. It's certainly not a for sure thing. Quantitative tightening environment is extremely hostile to every penny stock in there. I don't think it has much to do with broad economic stuff. Really, I don't think it has much to do with that at all. I think most of the time, the penny stock market is completely independent of large caps and what's going on in them. So markets pull it back to the 391.50 area. Let's see if we bounce here. We might. I don't know. You're shorting today. Hey, nice, man. Hey, good luck, brother. Yeah, we got about an hour left, a little bit under an hour before market opens, so we'll see if we get something good. Again, I'm slowing down my trading for now. Will the market go up today? I mean, I'm not sure. I hope it does, but again, I genuinely have no idea if the market's going to go up or down, sideways today. No idea. Hopefully it goes up. Hey, thank you, Daddy. That doesn't sound right, but hey, it's all good, man. Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm trying to patiently wait here and try to find some edge in markets. Right now, I'm not really seeing much. Tesla moving back here. Again, I think we bought Bed Bath here. It's not pushing up, is it? Oh, okay. It's not doing that bad. We're pretty neutral in this one. How long have you been trading? About 6 years, maybe 5, 6 years, off and on. All right, market's right around volume weighted average price. I might buy this dip here a little bit. All right, we're gonna take 50 shares right here. See if we can continue to bounce at the volume weighted average price area. Just options? No. I trade stocks, crypto, forex. Or no, not forex. I'm sorry. I'd say trade mostly stocks, crypto, futures is generally what I trade. All right, so we got a nice little pop here on the SPY. We might take a little piece off of it into the action that we're getting here. But we need a little bit more. Not really the big range move that we want to see yet. I'm seeing huge range candles. Yeah, we are in 50 shares here, so I'm just kind of patiently waiting to take profit if we continue to push up more, and if not, it's not the end of the world either, you know. was your midterm view of the Nasdaq? Where do you think we're going? Midterm, I think we could be a little bit extended on the downside, and we might continue to bounce back. But I think it's all going to be relative to, or it's all going to be dependent on what the CPI shows. You know, CPI comes in great. Here, we're going to take a little piece off of that. CPI comes in good, great. You know, market could have some upward potential. Leading up to the next FOMC rate hike decision, market does not come in great, then, you know, if CPI does not come in good, then, you know, we'll see. But I'm not sure what we're going to get there. Just got to be patient here, I think, for all this stuff. I want the market to go up, but again, I'm not saying it will. When's the next rate hike? I believe the next rate hike is going to be at the end of January. I believe it's going to be at the end of January. Not 100% sure here, though. How many swing trades per month average? I don't really have an average. I just buy whenever I see edge. You know, so like, I don't really have an average I do per month or anything like that, you know. Yeah, we'll see. Market's still looking okay here, so we got a little bit of a green trade now. All right, so SPY's still moving up. Why is there so many CPIs listed in Thinkorswim Market Watch? Well, CPI comes out not just for the US, but for other countries as well. So in that, like, a lot of people are watching different country CEI. The US is the most important one, maybe with England being number 2. You know. Yeah, so the next Fed rate hike, I'm not sure what it's going to be. Yeah, we got a stream link somewhere to the playlist that we have. SPY ripping up nicely though here, so we'll see if we can make money on that. All right, so yeah, SPY's still popping up. Tesla ripping up. I should have held my Tesla shares. February 1st. Okay, yeah, I thought it was January 31st to the 1st, so all good. Yeah, market up is at 9:30. All right, look at the market's rip here. So again, we just got a little small trade. We already took profit on this already too, so just kind of sitting back now, waiting. We'll watch this level here. I can take another 10 shares off since we're right around the top of the range, I think. And then sit. Yeah, Tesla was cheap, man. But I wouldn't feel too bad. Like I didn't do it either. I didn't DCA into Tesla either, just because like I think the risk is too high. You know, like with how Elon was acting, I think Elon chilled a little bit though, and I think that is optimistic. I think he probably saw how Tesla. I think he was being a little bit too political for me on social media. All right, guys. So we are now pulling back here. Do you think trading will be rather neutral today with CPI? I think it could be sideways today, guys. So I would be very careful. It could definitely be sideways trading today, just based off of CPI coming out tomorrow. You know, a lot of the time we get apprehensive trading ahead of these releases because people don't want to take any big size because they don't know what's going to happen. You know, so if people don't know what's going to happen, like they're going to take it smaller today generally. Also, guys, remember we had a scam Douglas come into the Discord yesterday, so just be careful. It's not really Douglas, so I'm never gonna message you. I'm never gonna send you a message asking you to join anything. To be honest here, I'm never gonna send you a message and say, "Hey, join this great thing I've got." I'm never gonna randomly message any of you all. No offense, but I'm just not going to. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go long or short. It depends on what the opening price action is going to be. Tesla is ramping up, though, so Tesla looks strong. All right, so look at the big pop in the S&P here. Is there any is there any reason for this here? We're not even at 9 a.m. yet. But look at the big pop. Hey, good. So the FAA lifts the nationwide ground stop. So planes are taking off again, basically. This is probably good for airlines here. Let's look at like UAL. What's another airline stock? UAL. What is it? DAL, Delta. What's the other one? There's a few other ones, but yeah, Delta, United Airlines. Let's see if they go back up. But planes are now taking off again. And we're just going to add some size back. We're back in with 35 shares now. The SPY. Yeah, I mean, Manny, it's one of those things where nobody really knows what we're going to get. Again, I get a lot of people here like that always try to act like they know exactly what's going to happen. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm not like saying that's you. But what I'm saying is like, bro, I get so many people here that just say, yeah, the market's going to do this. Like I made a post on Twitter a couple days ago, and it's very true, the post that I made here. What I said, shout out to all the bears who called me and other long traders insulting names over the last week. In the end, and this is after the market pumped up against what they said, in the end, regardless of bias, you should never act like you know 100% what's going to happen. It just makes you look dumb in the end. You know, now all I'm hearing from the bears are crickets. Like a lot of the people that called me names and insulted me and all this stuff because I was long bias short term and buying stuff. Now it's just kind of silence. It's crickets. It's funny how that works too. And so in the end, point is, you should never act like you know 100% what's going to happen, you know, because nobody really does. We can all speculate. Speculating's fine. I think that's all you're doing here. Anyway, Manny, so it's all good, brother. Speculating like Manny is fine, but like never act like you know 100% because nobody does. And generally speaking, the people who call names, the people that insult and call names are just insecure about their own positions. You know, like the ones that are secure and confident in their own positions, they don't need to go around calling people names that are against them, you know? And so be confident. Don't insult people. Everybody has opposing views sometimes, and that's okay. All right, market's rebounding a little bit. We bought some. We're in 35 shares of the SPY. Nothing major, though. All right, big dip in the SPY right now, man. Wow, look at the big drop down to 392s here. We didn't add our full size back, luckily, because, man, that's a big pullback. What's the reason? Now, Tesla right back up. So this is fundamental in nature, it seems. Like something's moving this. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, FAA lifted the nationwide ground stop here. Put this up so people can see it. Hey, what's up, Origins? Hey, welcome in. Should I buy one of these airline stocks, I guess is the question here. They didn't really drop that much from the news, though, so it's like, I don't know what the edge is going to be there. Jets. Yeah, JetBlue. Yeah, maybe crypto pulls back. I don't know. Are there any earnings reports today? I don't think the big earnings week starts until next week. I think next week's the big week. I don't think today we got anything major here. No. Check Thursday. Nothing really. Yeah, so the big stuff starts Tuesday of next week. We got Goldman Sachs, FBK, a few other ones too. Morgan Stanley, United Airlines, IB, Hancock Whitney in the evening. And then Wednesday we got Schwab, PNC, American Airlines, First Horizon National, HB, Fuller, Preferred Bank, Eagle Bank Corp. Thursday's the big stuff here, though. Thursday is the 19th. I thought we had Tesla earnings on Thursday. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was Netflix. That's before open, so American Airlines. Yeah, we do. We have Netflix Thursday morning. Tesla's still popping up. So that'd be fun. So Netflix Thursday. Friday, we got like bank companies. Really, it's the week after that. We get a lot of stuff coming out. So earnings season starts. When's Tesla earnings? Yeah, earnings season starts again next week. We get into the heat of it with. It's really the week after that's the biggest, but. We're still at Bed Bath 2 here. Tesla's the 28th. Okay, so they pushed it back. Originally, it was like the 23rd, I thought. Let me see. Tesla's the 25th. So Tesla is in exactly 2 weeks from today. Is what it is. So yeah, Tesla's the 25th. We got a lot of stuff going on the week of that too. Yeah, so Tesla, IBM on the 25th, and it's already confirmed. Yeah, all good. SPY starting to pop up a little bit more here. We had 35 shares. Tesla's still ripping up almost to 122s here. And then Thursday, we got like Intel. So wait, do we have PPI Friday? What's Friday here? A lot of the time we get PPI the day after CPI. So do we have PPI Friday this week? Let's check. Nothing really big. We had NBA mortgage data come out this morning. Crude oil imports are this morning at 10:30. We can cover that. It's 9 now, so we got about an hour and a half. Maybe we'll cover crude oil imports. Thursday, we got CPI, of course. Jobless claims. And then Friday. No, Friday we don't have anything. Weird. I guess maybe next week we got all the big stuff happening. When's PPI drop? A lot of the times it's like right after CPI, but let's see. Let's scroll up here. Let's check next week's data. So Monday the market's closed. That's right. And then Tuesday we got the New York Fed Manufacturing Index. Big pullback in the SPY here, guys. Wow, I'm just now noticing it. So yeah, nothing really Tuesday. We got Canadian CPI Tuesday. Housing starts for Canada too. New York Empire State Manufacturing data. We got European CPI next Wednesday. And okay, so next Wednesday is PPI. Gotcha. All right, so that's what it is. Yeah, bank stocks earnings this Friday. Which is kind of strange. I mean, a lot of the time they'll do bank stocks all on one day, which is Friday. So Friday we got JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citi, Delta, United Health, BLK, Bank of New York, First Republic. Man, so we are getting beat up here. We're going to cut this. Luckily, we're roughly break even since we did take profit already once. But man, market turned fast here. It's not Tesla dragging the market down. So let's look at like Apple. Not Apple. How's the Q doing? All right, so the Q's follow. What's dragging the market down here? Anything with some bad news that just came out? DOS users? All right, so we are getting a pretty large pullback. Are you talking about DOS? DAS? The platform? Or are you talking about DOS, disk drive? Or are you talking about command center with DOS, MS-DOS? Yeah, so there's AT&T. Meta? Okay, yeah, it's probably Meta. Meta's fallen down a little bit. What's going on? I mean, Meta was a little bit overextended in my opinion. So we ended up cutting this here, and again, we're pretty break even on the day, or we're down a little bit actually. I'm sorry. I might short this a little bit here. See, and just to give Chart Prime some credit again here, I mean, look at Chart Prime right now. So again, look at how accurate this is. I mean, look, guys, they are a sponsor. I can't guarantee you're going to make money. I'm definitely biased in their favor, but just like look at the accuracy today on this. All right. So like pay attention to this range break. So look at the range here. Like look at that. Look, possible reversal down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-minute drop after the reversal down signal. Possible reversal up right here at the bottom. Huge little bounce right afterwards. Look at all these indicators showing up at once. Possible reversal up, bullish engulfing candle, bullish hammer candle, all showing up at once. Over the next like hour, we had upward movement. Over the next hour here. And so again, possible reversal up, nice upward action over the next like 20 or 30 minutes here. And so I can't fake this. I mean, I'm showing you guys just, it's not a repainting indicator as well. So it's not like they're changing this after the fact. These are genuinely giving solid results today. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money. They are a sponsor of mine, and so I'm definitely biased. But Chart Prime, man, again, I might start shorting the market because we're at the top of the range there too, but just useful. No, you can't edit my thumbnail. Sorry, bro. Again, I'm going to keep my thumbnails the same. I know they could be better or whatever, but I'm just, listen, my channel's been on a big period of growth. I just want to keep the growth up. You know, I don't need new thumbnails. I appreciate the offer, though. Oh, and if you want to check out Chart Prime, and again, it's pretty cheap. It's less than $60 a month. Check out the link in the description. The link for Chart Prime is in the description. You can find it there. You get a discount if you use my link. Again, less than $60 a month. So useful. I don't know. I think it's plausible that we get sideways activity today, Adam. Just because, like, with CPI tomorrow, it's just going to be, it can be just a really, really choppy neutral day. Not a lot of action today. People are nervous about CPI tomorrow, and so they take it a little bit slower. They don't trade as big, so forth and so on. Just based off of the Chart Prime alert, we're going to take 25 shares on the short side here. Not really something I generally do, but we're at the top of the range, it says. We break the range, you know, we'll cut it. Man, so U.S. House Republicans are going to vote on a bill that abolishes the IRS and eliminates income tax. I mean, listen, I'm not the most political guy, but I'm all for eliminating income tax here, man. I have to pay, you know, generally tens of thousands of dollars in taxes every year. I would love to not have to pay that. And I'm in Texas too, which has no state income tax. So like, you know, but still, I'm all for it. I'm not really I don't really lean right, but like, you know, I'm for that. I'm a capitalist, you know. It'll never, ever, ever pass. And so it doesn't even matter. But still, I'm all for it. All right, market's pumping up. I'm just going to cut it. My pre-market trading is just not going well today. So I'm just going to get out here for relatively, small loss today in pre-market. We'll wait and day trade after the opening bell. Yeah, there's no chance of it. There's no chance of it passing. They're just trying to bring in support so they could say, see, we tried to abolish income tax. And it's like, yeah, but it's kind of like cannabis legalization, right? Like a lot of politicians will put it out there and say, yeah, we're working really hard. And they'll make it a bill that has no chance of passing, that they know people aren't going to approve. And they're just doing it for brownie points. Like that's all they're really doing it for, is just brownie points. Like they know it has no chance of getting approved because they're making it a little bit too radical. And so they know it's not going to get approved. A lot of both sides are getting too much PAC money from lobbyists against cannabis, right, to actually federally legalize it, to be honest here. So they're getting too much money from pharmaceutical and a lot of the time from law enforcement, believe it or not. So that's kind of politics. It's one of the reasons like I dislike the whole realm of politics. It's all nonsense to me. I dislike both sides. I'm a capitalist though, but I'm very socially liberal as well. I believe you should be able to do whatever you want to do as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. AMC going crazy. I'm in AMC. Man, nice. Hey, good to see it. We're green on AMC today. Nice. But still down on the trade as a whole though. I'm in such a small percentage. AMC, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Tesla making moves. Let's see if we break the range on you see Chart Prime never actually gave me like a signal for a reversal there. I probably should have listened. Did you say we're at the top of the resistance area? So if we break that resistance, maybe that means more long action. Yeah, all I'll say is somebody that has to pay, generally over 10K usually. I got to pay over 10 grand in taxes every year. I don't love it. I'm not happy about it. It's not fun to pay. And if I didn't have like child credits to where I have kids, dependents, then I'd have to pay much more, Right. So Logan Paul getting mad at everybody. Like they're attacking him, bro. Logan with CryptoZoo basically scammed a bunch of people, man. And now he's trying to act like play the victim here. And it's just like, bro, get out of here, man. Like you scammed a bunch of people, bro. Like at least admit it, be like, yep, the crypto project failed. We didn't want it to fail, but it failed, and I'm sorry for those who lost money. That's all you gotta say, bro. That's all you gotta say. But don't act like people are attacking you unreasonably here. Like, come on now, man. Like, all you got to do is be like, yo, look, crypto risk is in crypto. The crypto project failed. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to fail. That's all you got to say. But instead, he's like, oh, no, I didn't do anything. And it's just kind of like, man, just admit it and move on. Yeah, it's all good, bro. Again, it's just chopping me out today. It might be CPI related. Yeah, Bitcoin follows the market. No, we don't show any scanners here. Like, we just trade. We're going to get ready to trade futures as well, guys. So we're going to get ready to trade futures. AMC up today. That's nice. We also bought Bed Bath here. All right, guys, let's get ready. I'm going to completely reset Quant Tower because it was acting a little weird yesterday. So we're going to completely reset it today. All right, guys. So again, we are getting ready to trade stock S&P 500 index futures, and so we'll see if we get some good action here from it. Yeah, I like Logan. I think Logan's fine, but like again, I think it's really easy. I'll put it this way. Okay, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and try to get me to build projects that I can sell to my followers. Right. So like I had one group reach out to me trying to get me to build their own. I had a company reach out to me and they wanted me to help them in the creation of an NFT. And then they wanted me to promote the NFT to my following. I did a couple of meetings with them and then I realized that like I'm not the risk of my following getting hurt by that was just too high. And I said no. I also had coin companies come out to me. I had one that was like a miner, it was like a mining company, overseas, in like Africa, and they wanted to sponsor me and have me promote their cryptocurrency. And at first I was like, okay, it sounds interesting, but then I changed my mind and I never promoted them, and I just kind of walked away from that one too. And so I think it's really easy to get wrapped up in that stuff. So I'm not even mad at Logan for it, but I think like if you're involved with a project like that and it loses people money like that, then you need to just be real and accountable for it. If you're not accountable at all and you act like people are doing so unreasonably, then you're certainly just trying to deflect the blame somewhere else when it's clearly like CryptoZoo was nothing. Like CoffeeZilla did a good series on it. So it's just kind of like at a certain point, people aren't mad at him for it happening. People are mad for it happening and him not being accountable for it. Like that's what they're really upset with is him if people losing money and him not following through with what he said with CryptoZoo and then just acting like he didn't do anything wrong. That's what people are upset about. Yeah, and so I never ended up doing the NFT thing. I never ended up doing like it. Since then, because I almost got like involved with it, I made a rule for myself personally, like a personal rule for this channel, is that I'll never take money from an individual stock company. Like if ABC stock reaches out to me and wants to pay me money to promote their stock, I won't take it. I won't do it. There's no way for me to protect my following from pump and dumps in that way. Same thing with cryptocurrency, individual cryptos, won't do that either. Same thing with NFT companies, I won't do that either. And I've had a lot that have reached out to me being like, hey, yo, we'll pay you this amount if you do this. And again, it's just, one of my niche is protecting traders. Like we protect traders because we are a free resource and community. And so I don't sell a course. I don't claim to be a better trader than I am. I don't act like an expert. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't act like I know what's going to happen. And I just try to stay completely neutral and put out free content and data and just drop data quickly for people so they can pick it up. I'm not going to hurt my following that have helped me grow by promoting something that I'm not sure about. And you can never be sure about that type of stuff. So I just avoid it. At 8:30 Eastern Standard Time is when CPI drops tomorrow. 8:30. Hey, what's up, Liv? All right, guys. So yeah, market's kind of choppy, sideways, neutral right now, going back and forth here. We're gonna wait for the opening bell and then maybe get involved with some stuff. We got about 12 minutes before the open. Hey, thank you, Jonathan. There's some funny memes about this too, though. Tesla pushing up. It's at 122s. It's kind of dragging the market up. We'll see if it continues, but yeah, Tesla over 122s. About to test the highs of the day here for Tesla. Right at the high of the day now for Tesla, and looks like it's about to break highs. Right at the high of the day now. Tesla just broke highs of the day. Yeah, so Tesla just broke highs of the day. We're up to 122.16s, 122.20s here for Tesla. It might drag the market up with it. We'll see. Okay, there we go. What's your prediction for CPI? I have no idea what CPI is going to do. I think we might come in a little bit higher than expected, but I really don't know. Yeah, so I think CPI might come in a little bit higher than expected, but I don't know. Guys, less than 20 minutes or less than 10 minutes, I'm sorry. All right, so we are in Bed Bath & Beyond here. Tesla finally pulled back some after breaking highs. Kind of a choppy market, activity right now. Hey, what's up, Armin? Again, we are going to be trading on Top Step today. It's a funded account program. Again, what you see here is the futures version of the S&P 500. It's really interesting because it makes it so that you can day trade essentially stocks. Like the S&P 500 is 500 the largest companies in the world, and you can day trade that, which is what the economic releases move. Like the S&P 500 follows these big echo releases more than anything else almost. And so you can day trade that in futures without restriction. And to do it, you need about 5 to 10K, but a great way to get started is to try out these funded account programs. There's no PDT in futures. What they do is they give you a demo, and if you can hit the target on their demo while following their rules, they fund you between 50 to 150K with a 90% split. This is the most legitimate futures funded account program in the world. They are a sponsor of mine, so I'm definitely biased in their favor. Remember, I am biased. They pay me money. I'm definitely biased in their favor, but it's the most legit funded account program in my opinion. They paid out over $7 million since 2020. They fund thousands of traders a year. They've been around for over a decade. So again, they're the most legit in my opinion. They process payouts fast, and there's multiple different options. This is the 50K combine. It's less than $150 if you use my link. You get 20% off if you use my link. You got to hit 3K in profit without losing over 2K. And there's a few other rules that you got to follow here. There's the 150K one. So if you want to scale up, and there's just a lot of benefits. Once you're funded, there's a 90-10 split. Even if you're not funded, which I think most are not going to be able to get funded. But even if you're not funded, it still builds you and conditions you to be a better trader. And it's also a great test of skill. So if you want to know whether you're ready to scale up in size in futures, try out a funded account program. If you do well, it might be time to scale up. You get to keep 5,000 of your first profit as well. 90-10 split once you're funded, and just a lot of other benefits. So if you want to check it out, I'll post this link here. Great way to help support your boy here in this channel. There's the link. Check it out. I think it's the other way around. The market's not going to follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin follows the market. Tesla right at the highs of the day at 122.15s here. I mean, tomorrow if the CPI is higher than expected, considering the optimism of yesterday, which does not have a lot of real data to count on since Powell basically said nothing. Yeah, I mean, I don't think extension's not going to mean much. I don't think heading into it. I think if we do higher than expected, the market's going to come back down. Maybe you could argue that we're extended from the last couple days, and that if we come in hot, then the market has an even larger pullback. I mean, that's possible for sure. But again, I never try to bet on this stuff. Like I'm never going to bet on what happens for CPI because frankly, nobody really knows, and it's just a risky bet to make. All right, so Tesla breaking highs again at 122.30, which is the high of the day. Bed Bath & Beyond popping up a little bit as well. We bought a small share size of that too. But Tesla dragging the market up. Hopefully it continues here. We'll see. Yeah, AMC's ripping. Yeah, I'm in Bed Bath. We bought a little bit this morning. Small though, but if we do a parabolic squeeze, we'll make something from it. Get a little pullback ahead of the open here. We got 4 minutes, I'm sorry. All right, so we're moving back up on the SPY here, testing the highs of the day on the SPY as well. Bed Bath & Beyond is ripping up. AMC has had a pretty green day. Again, we got about 3 minutes now, guys. 3 minutes. Yeah, well, usually we're not going to sustain all the way into the opening bell for that. We got to just chill and wait now. Look at micro E-mini. So SPY just broke highs of the day here. Look at that. So just broke highs of the day on the S&P. Looking strong. Up to 392.40s. Do we hit 400 this week? Let me know. Yeah, for sure, Eric. What's up, man? All right, SPY up to 392.30s. Tesla just broke highs again, up to 122.31s, 32s now. SPY at 392.40. CPI is tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys. Oh, man. Let me stretch ahead of the opening bell. Oh, man. All right, team. Hopefully we get some good stuff today at the open. Market flying up ahead of the opening bell. We got 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. Look at the market rip here ahead of this, too. Nice. Look at that pop here, guys. Wow. Finally dipping down ahead of this opening bell here. 30 seconds. What I realize is that me bouncing my legs here makes it look like I'm just shaking, you know, on street. It's from me bouncing my legs. Like when I bounce my legs like this, it makes me look like I'm shaking. I don't know if that's good or not. I guess I'll try to stop bouncing my legs so I don't look so crazy on stream, but definitely top 3 craziest traders in the world right now. The market just opened. We're starting to move back up. We're at 392.40s, 392.50s. Tesla is dumping down fairly large at the opening bell. We moved all the way down to the volume weighted average price for Tesla, yet the SPY is starting to push up a little bit. We're at 392.40s on the SPY. But Tesla's correcting all the way back down pretty quickly here. Again, Tesla at 121.60s. Bed Bath at 259s, 260s here. S&P's rip it up. Look at the high break. So S&P just broke highs of the day. Big green action. Volume weighted average price is pretty low too. All right, Tesla just completely retraced it and now is flying up here. We're going to buy a little bit of this now. And now Tesla's back down. Tesla is incredibly volatile. We're going to cut this fast. All right, I'm getting out. Tesla just dumped fast here. So Tesla, incredibly volatile. Big movements up and down, to be honest, all the way down to 121s. I'm worried that's going to drag the market right back down here. So again, my hands are off right now. We're going to let some type of trend show up because Tesla is just up wicking, down wicking, everything. Y'all just be careful. We will short the market if Tesla retains its weakness here. We'll take 1 contract starting off. 2 contracts here. Trying to take some trades. Yeah, market is so choppy right now. We're going to have to cut it. So we're down like 30 bucks, but got a really neutral opening range. So at this point in time, we got to wait. We were trying to see if we got to break down, and we might still break down, but betting on it with the market acting like it is just too risky. You know, that was just stop loss hunting, and that's okay. We're probably trading a little bit too early than we should be. Bed Bath & Beyond running back up a little bit, though. It's at 260s right now. Yeah, CPI is not today. It's tomorrow at 8:30. All right, we're at the volume weighted average price, right at 392s here. Tesla just broke down heavy, so we were right about the direction too. Too many up wicks and down wicks for my taste, though, to be honest. We got 2 contracts. We will add some more to it if we get a bounce back up. Three contracts now. Maybe 1 more here. All right, so we got 6 contracts max. We're not going to take any more than that. Tesla just broke lows of the day again, but the SPY's moving up to the VWAP here. We're gonna have to cut that. We took half of it. Not respecting the VWAP at all for the spot here, which is weird. Tesla, yeah, we're gonna have to cut that too. So a small day so far, but definitely not getting the price action we want. We're getting chopped up and down, up and down, up and down. And again, this goes on the week here. If you look at what the week has been like here, here's us since the 6th. We can put today's trading in there too if we put up a custom for today as well here. And so here's our trading so far over the last week or so. Today might be one of those days where we're just getting a lot of choppy neutral action. Tesla dragging the market back down. I'm going to short this because Tesla just broke lows again. Bed Bath & Beyond looking super weak too. So we're still green, I think, in it, but not much green. Sheesh, guys. Yeah, we are getting just chopped out today. Not an easy day to trade. I think we got to take a 5-minute break. I think we're pushing a little bit too much here. So we're going to take a little 5-minute break, reset, and then see if we can find a better trend that shows up. But just going up and down, kind of faking people out a lot today. Remember, guys, CPI tomorrow might mean we get choppiness today. So that certainly is a thing. We're down like $110 or something like that. So pretty small. We're down a little bit more than that. We're down 150, and that's all right. But again, we got to take a little 5-minute break and wait. I think I've been trying to trade it off of Tesla's price action, but some other stuff has been moving up today. I'm not sure what it was in blue chips. It's not Disney. It's not Apple. Microsoft has been flying up. So Microsoft is what's dragging the market up right now. Microsoft all the way up to 233s. Yeah, market just pulled a red to green move. Looked really weak, but instead popped all the way back up. Tesla just broke over the volume weighted average price. Microsoft is starting to really rip up as well. Again, we're not going to trade right now. We're just sitting tight at this point. Hey, my guy YL, thank you so much for the $20 super sticker, man. Thank you so much, bro. Makes me feel a little bit better today on a day of losses for me. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. That means a lot, brother. Appreciate it. Bed Bath & Beyond starting to creep back up too. Tesla pulling a red to green move as well here. Again, getting a big upwick. Part of me wants to buy a pullback if we get it because we have kind of that cup and handle V-shaped breakout pattern. The only problem is like on CPI days, we do get choppiness a lot of the time, right? So a lot of the time on CPI days, we're going to go up and we're going to go down and we're going to go up and go down. And I just don't trust it enough to really take anything yet. So if we start to get a nice uptrend confirmed, then we'll take it. But until then, yeah, thanks again, YL. That's a big donation, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right, so getting some big upward price action now. Maybe I should have bought the dip, but it wasn't a large enough dip for me to get involved with anyway. Tesla just broke highs again, up to 122.60s now. So Tesla just broke highs, rejecting a little bit at the high of the day break, but the market's starting to turn. Maybe we'll get a trend. We're also going to scale down our size to 2 contracts and try to fight our way out of this with just a small size position, just based off of the trading so far today. If we do take more trades, we're going to trade smaller. But we need a dip first. So if we get a dip, we'll start to scale in. It doesn't look like we're going to get it, though. All right, there's a dip. All right, so we're going to take 1 here. Take 2, and that's going to be it. We're not going to add any more to this. All right, kind of flat here on this trade. Again, we got 1, 2 contracts max. If we move up to test highs, great. I like this price action, so we're just going to sit on our 2 contracts, see if we get that upward move, that upward push. Really wants to. going to take one off there just to lock in some profit and protect the trade if it goes against me. Maybe add it right back too if we get like another down wick or something like that. But for now, we'll just sit tight. All right, Tesla's starting to move up. That should drag the market back up with it. There we go. All right, took half off there. Went ahead and took the rest off. So just made like 20 something, $25 or so there. Again, we're starting back small with just 2 contracts since we were losing on the day. Try to get us back to close to break even again, and then we'll take some larger swings if we can. All right, we got 1 contract in again. Bed Bath & Beyond, guys, almost back up to 270s. There we go. I just made another little couple bucks here. Again, starting to get ourselves back to green. There we got 1 down here. A little symmetrical action right now. I'm going to cut this for a very small break-even loss. I see Tesla start to reverse all the way back down and tap the volume weighted. And so because of that, I'm worried that Tesla's going to drag the rest of the market down with us here. And it's going to look choppy because Tesla's breaking fast under the volume weighted average price. And so again, I'm worried that Tesla's going to drag the market down. But the market's still holding up firm despite Tesla's bearishness. Yeah, it looks like that trade would have worked here, but it's all good. Like I said, it's just too much risk for me if Tesla is flying down. It's too much risk taking a long. AMC, guys, up to 450. Cool. Market looks good, though. Leading Tesla here, but again, too much risk for me to take the trade. Apple and Tesla dropping down. Yeah, so again, too much risk for a large, big, shocking kind of pullback here that's going to squeeze some longs out. So because of that, I'm staying out of it. Tesla's looking very weak right now, testing the low of 121s, 120s. Yeah, there's the chop. I mean, a lot of people expected it. We did too, you know. Tesla is right at the lows of the day, testing it now. Market's moving all the way back up, not really respecting Tesla's weakness here. Problem though is a lot of the time the market is actually going to reject right here. I'm going to take a little bit different of a short trade, which is a little bit different. I could get squeezed out fast, and this 1 contract total is all I'm going to take. Tesla looks like a head and shoulders. It's the only reason, and we're going to cut that. It looks like we're going to break highs. Market's looking very strong though. I'm trying to see what's leading the market right now. Microsoft, maybe. Huge rip up. Took half off there. Took the rest off there. So just made another 15 bucks or so. Kind of slowly grinding our way up. Big pullback here. I'm trying to pay attention to Tesla. Tesla looks like it's coming back here. So we're going to take another contract. Not really the trade I generally take, but we're going to try to scale into some here. Just 2 contracts. We'll look to get into 4, maybe. All right, the reason I sold there is because Tesla just pulled back from volume weighted average price, and that might drag the market back down. So again, break even trade. I don't trust it. Tesla just rejected it. It's moving down towards lows, and it looks like the market's going to follow it. The market looks like a bullish pattern right now. But again, because of Tesla's behavior here, I just don't trust it. Now this looks better, so maybe I should have stuck with the bullish pattern and not watch Tesla so much, but SPY looks okay, to be honest. Generally, I would buy this dip, and I guess we will with one contract as a strategy. I'd maybe get into two, but I'm not the most confident in it, I guess is the best way to put this. There we go, though. Yeah, Tesla just retraced. Yeah, you have to cut that too. So just going back and forth now. Tesla's, again, testing lows and just broke lows. So Tesla getting a lot of weakness here. We're going to get in two contracts, see if we can go green, and then add some more. Take a longer term day trade is what this is going to be. Look for a larger reversal on the downside. Like I said, we're in short here, looking for a larger pullback reversal on the downside, or we can add to if we start to break down under my entry point, but we're not going to add any more up here. There's weakness rolling through. There we go. We're slightly green now. We can add some more to it if we get the setup here. Tesla started to move up now too, but gonna break even on this trade, going back and forth here. Kind of a flat trade here. It is a short trade, and we're just kind of sitting in it. Didn't get a chance to add to it either. Yeah, we'll cut that. Going back and forth. We're pretty neutral over the last 30 minutes. Fighting the trend, I think, a little bit here, but that's okay. Hey, what's up, Michael? I just took about $20 off this one. I like the weak sign. We got a double top there. We're looking for a broader breakdown here. Finally, that's what we're getting. There we go. I just made about $30. Going back and forth. Try to catch a reversal breakdown here if we get one. AMC is flying up at 460s here. Microsoft finally dipping down a little bit here as well. Be careful, guys. Getting a little bit of a choppy day now. CPI's tomorrow, guys. Yeah, I mean, if we keep having, negative results, we're just going to stop trading for today. Try to give it time, but, There we go. Now we got 5 contracts of the micros here. Looking for a flush breakdown if we can get it. Downward pressure, a little bit green on the trade, not enough to take profit though. There we go. Much better. Took some off. Letting the rest crack down here if we get a larger reversal down to the VWAP. Took a little bit more off there. I just made another $30 or $40. So starting to fight our way back here. Hit the VWAP now, so we're not going to short anymore as we approach VWAP. We're going to wait. How many people say the data was leaked tomorrow? Probably at least a couple. All right, big breakdown here in the market activity. So it just broke under VWAP. So my short idea was right. We just didn't execute it the right way, and that's all good. We'll look to short a little bounce back up now. All right, so there's a little bounce. 1 contract here. It's another. We'll take 2, and we'll let that be our starter. There we go. Beautiful rejection here. We'll look to add some more now. Three contracts total now. Gonna add 1 more here. There we go. We see the trend start to change here to a downward negative trend. That's what I'm trying to capitalize on. And we're roughly break even now. We're looking for a larger breakdown and a test of the lows of the day here. If we get that, we'll be sitting nice for it. If not, it's all good. Man, Tesla is flying up all of a sudden here. There we go. Apple breaking lows. Kind of market's getting torn in two different directions. Apple's looking weak, testing the previous close. So we're break even on the trade. But Tesla is ripping up to 122 again. So Apple's falling back down heavy though, so that should help us a little bit more. Apple bounced right at the previous closing price, not where we wanted it to bounce. Yeah, we're going to cut that. Just broke our levels. We'll wait. We'll sit for another trade and let it try to work here. Yeah, really choppy neutral action, especially like Tesla's really choppy today. But the SPY has gone up and then down and then up again. And so until we get a range break, there's not really going to be much edge in the markets. And so we've been pretty neutral over the last couple minutes. We're not really taking any huge size to where anything's at risk. But yeah. Right now, choppy day. Again, a lot of people basically said we might get this. And again, ahead of CPI, that's kind of what we get. It's just neutral choppiness. Now, if Apple breaks these lows again and breaks under the previous closing price and continues down, great. But for now, you know, remember, it's never a bad idea to scale down size if it's chopped. Wait for range breaks. Kind of sit back. Yeah, AMC's doing good. Yeah, we're in AMC. We're in Bed Bath as well. Good for AMC, man. I'm holding it. I hope it goes up. All right, there's the market turning back weak again. There's Apple's break. Oh, no, I just got into 4 contracts. I did not want 4. I guess we'll take 4. Apple looks weak, so it should turn out well, I think. There we go. Hey, sometimes luck is better than skill here, guys. That's all I'm saying, you know. We're going to add right back to this thing. What a big downwick here. Yeah, Apple just retraced the whole drop it made. Oh, oops. Ah. Man, I'm clicking buttons everywhere today. We're down a very small amount. I'm gonna start shorting into this little pop. There's 4. Ultimately looking for a rejection at the SPY, at the volume weighted average price, as well as a rejection at Apple on those previous highs of the day here. There we go. 4 contracts. All right, guys. So looking for a rejection at the SPY at the VWAP here, which we're right at now. Bed Bath & Beyond just broke over 260s. And I guess I'm going to cover this. Yeah, too much chop for my taste. We're probably going to shut it down in trading terms for the day. We might trade some more. We'll see. But we've been pretty neutral since the open. Yeah, you can short. It's not like options, though. Contracts and futures are completely different than options. You know. Look at Bed Bath rip. All right, we're going to have to short this now. Again, Apple under the previous closing price. And so the weakness is genuinely here. We're going to take 6 now. And look for a large breakdown. There we go. Yeah, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. Maybe it's not the right idea to take some size here. I saw the breakdown on Apple and Tesla, but break even at this point in time. We're looking for a larger squeeze down. There we go. There we go. All right, so just locked in about $30. Take a little bit more off here. We got 2 contracts left. We'll let this fall down more. SPY's right at 392. We wanted to break. Bed Bath is up to 275s here. All right, we'll cut the rest. We made like 30 bucks there. Apple started to rebound, so it looks like it was the right idea to cut it. Bed Bath up to 275. What's AMC doing? AMC up to 470s. Again, please don't copy me. I don't want anybody to copy me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Not an investment professional. Not liable if you lose. Always make your own assessment. Trade responsibly. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure some people at home would agree with that. But yeah, if you want to try out, I'm in a funded account program as well, which my risk is even smaller. And so funded account programs are great ways to test your skill as a trader. They condition you to be better traders. Like, you give yourself rules, all that stuff. And the way they work is they give you a demo and they give you rules to follow. And if you can hit those rules and follow those rules and hit those profit targets while following them, they fund you the same amount as the demo. The base one's 50K. So if you can pass it, you get 50 grand in funding with a 90% split. Amazing ways to test your skill as a trader. You can check out the link in the description. It's called Top Step. You can get 20% off. It's less than 150 bucks a month for the base package. And so if you want to try it out, check it out. Great way to help support the channel. But yeah, if you want to see my P&L on the day, this is my P&L on the day, though. In the grand scheme of things, though, like I said, guys, if we look at this here, like, this is my P&L over the last 6 days, 7 days, last week. So it's like, we're choppy today, and we've been choppy since, since yesterday. But yeah, I mean, I can show people what I'm up or down, but again, I don't claim to be an expert. I'm not an expert, I might be wildly wrong about everything. I prefer people really genuinely not copy me, All right, market started to move up here. Again, Apple's choppy, Tesla's choppy. Tesla started to creep up towards the highs of the day, though. AMC is up to 470s. Microsoft is at 230s. So Microsoft had a really big tumble down here. Right now, Tesla's pushing the market up some. So is Apple. Apple's approaching VWAP here. Tesla's breaking highs. Tesla up to 123s, guys. Tesla just broke highs up to 123.15 now. Yeah, Tesla's ripping up. Like I said, dragging the market up. It's stopping me from shorting, that's for sure. %, Chris. Yeah, one of my ways of doing that, Chris says, one of the toughest parts of trading is recognizing the chart movement isn't favorable and not forcing a trade. 100%. That's the hardest part of trading, really. What I do is I trade small. Like if the price action's not great, I scale down. Like yesterday, I was taking 5, 6, 7 contracts. The day before that, I was taking even larger. But today, we're taking it very small relative to what we had been. And same thing, we had a little bit of chop yesterday too. Because every day is not going to be amazing in terms of price action. It's just not. I am starting to see a bullish trend show up. SPY back over the VWAP here. Now, again, we might just fall back down. I have no idea what we're going to do there. But just being patient. Yeah, there's the big green response in markets. Man, AMC doing well. Hey, I'll take it. I bought Bed Bath this morning too. Microsoft's starting to creep back up as well with it. Apple over VWAP here. AMC just broke highs. Yeah, this is one of the choppiest days I've seen though in a few days. So y'all just be careful, man. No need to trade if the market's not favorable. AMC up to 480s. Apple will rip it up here. So we are getting some bullish action right now. We will take some trades if we get some good enough setups for it. Everything kind of looks like a red to green move now. So yeah, there's the big upward response. We'll wait for a pullback and maybe buy a pullback, but it's going to start small here until we can get a confirmation in the direction. Yeah, it looks like most of the market's waiting on PPI or CPI. Yeah, the market's just sideways, mister. It's all good, man. You know. Yeah, we got one contract here. We'll try to add a little bit more. Again, with the expectation that Apple and Microsoft are going to keep going up, and again, we don't know if we actually are. We're buying these pullbacks in anticipation of that, so we'll take 3. And we got a little bit of a pop back up here. We'll give it time to continue. I just locked in some profit there. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I see some upwicks. That mean we might drop short term. So we're going to get out for a little bitty profit there too. Maybe add some right back if we need to here. AMC up to $5. Look at Bed Bath up to 290s here, guys. Wow. A little 50 shares. Buy was the right move. Apple still moving up though. There's a little surge up in the S&P. Again, we're trading futures, like we're trading the S&P or the SPY here. That's what we're doing. That's how we're able to day trade, short is the futures market. Completely retrace the gains that we put in though, so we're break even now on this one. I'm gonna cut this. I see Apple pulling back some here. All right, we jumped right back in and avoided the risk. Ooh, big pullback now. Very chop. Tesla up to 124s right now, though. Despite the neutral activity of the market right now, Tesla up to 104s. Man. All right, we're gonna take 4 contracts here. This is the largest size we've taken today, just because we saw Apple retrace all the way back up there, and that looks strong. It's not the largest size we've taken today, but it's the largest size we've taken in a minute. We saw Apple retrace back up there, and that looks decent. Tesla just broke highs, but again, we might be wildly wrong. Maybe it turns on us quickly here. If it does, we'll just get out fast. And if this doesn't turn out well for us, we'll probably just wait and wait for CPI tomorrow morning. If you don't know, CPI drops at 8:30 tomorrow morning on the dot. Thousands and thousands of people show up for the CPI stream because we cover the data very quickly once it comes out. And so if you want to hang out with us tomorrow, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And we will be streaming CPI tomorrow. Right at, like I said, thousands of people tune in from all over for the stream because we cover it very quickly. It's at 8:30. And so be ready. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Let's keep the growth up. Got beat up on that one. Lost like 60 bucks there. Still a pretty small day. Less than $200 down. So yeah, that'll be it. Just no trend, as we probably should have known. And it's all good though. It happens. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, here's our graph over the last few days. So while our graph is looking less pretty now than it was, still all right. Getting some breakdowns now. One thing I should have followed, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time is when it drops, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, if you want to take out the funded account program with me, like I said, great way to do it. It's Top Step. It's the most legit one in the world, to be honest. And so if you haven't already, check out Top Step. You can find the link in the description. You can also find the link right here. Again, really fun way to help support the channel and test yourself. See if you're ready to scale up. Again, to trade futures like I'm doing here, you would need at least 5 to 10K. But on Top Step, you can test yourself. They'll give you a demo. It's a paper account. And if you can hit the targets while following their rules, they fund you. So it's a great way to test your skill. It's cheap. If you don't get funded, which a lot of people are not, because most traders lose money, it's not the end of the world. And, you're down less than 150 bucks. So a great way to test yourself. If you want to check it out, here's the link. One thing we should have done today, though, just to show you, another one of our sponsors is called Chart Prime. It's a trading view indicator service where on TradingView, you can use it in stocks, crypto, Forex, and futures on TradingView. And so I'll show you this here. This is Chart Prime right here. It has been 100% accurate from what I can tell today. Now, I'm going to preface everything with, I can't guarantee you're going to make money. Nobody can. They are a sponsor of mine. And so Chart Prime is a sponsor of mine, but just to show you, like, they've been so accurate today, it's ridiculous. Like, look at this. I should have followed them. If I would have followed them, I would have made money today 100%. But look, bearish engulfing candle showing up, drops. This PRU stands for possible reversal up. Bounce after that alert. Possible reversal up and a bullish engulfing and hammer candle. A bounce over like an hour time frame. Again, possible reversal down here, drop. Possible reversal down this morning after the opening bell, big drop over like a 30 or 40 minute period. And so again, you can also see it correctly identified the top range resistance. And this range resistance has been showing since earlier in the day. And so they were very accurate today. Again, I can't guarantee you're going to make money. They are a sponsor. I'm biased in their favor. But as you can see, they can be pretty accurate here, pretty accurate. It's called Chart Prime Trading View Indicator Service. I'll put that link up in the description if you're interested in checking it out. I ate a king cake all yesterday. So yeah, I ate king cake all day yesterday. So yeah. But yeah, guys, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Like I said, you want to check out Chart Prime, you want to check out Top Step, hit the link in the description. Remember, subscribe here, guys. Thousands of people tune into our streams because we cover tomorrow's data fast. And so tune in. We will be here bright and early at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, the Consumer Price Index drops, which is inflationary gauge on, pricing. So higher is worse, less is better. Tomorrow we get that data dropping. It should be huge for the channel. It should be huge for market activity. We will be here bright and early. So y'all tune in. See you guys tomorrow. Let me know your predictions for it. And we'll see you guys later. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. You can use it on any time frame, T. So you can use it on 1 minute, 5 minute, 20 minute, hourly, daily, whatever you want to use. But yeah, later guys. Good luck.